What the hell did I get myself into when I chose this commentary of The Book of Henry, a movie made by the guy who made a movie I really like, Jurassic World, but also made a movie I'm kind of indifferent to, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Colin Trevorrow.
Well, I mean, he didn't direct that one.
But he wrote it. And by his own admission, that movie was a means to an end to the third one. But everybody, if you're not familiar with that story, check out Chris Stuckman's spoiler review. He covers that topic.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about Fallen Kingdom. We've already done that, well, except Pedro.
Don't worry, and that's what a Generations is for. But today we're doing
another. That's okay. I'm okay with doing that anyway, Dwebs. Don't worry, you're fine.
Today we're doing another SCWRM Generations commentary. Something that I missed out on the first time, but apparently traumatized my group so much. Like, Heroy curses this movie to this day, Dwib speaks of it in hushed whispers, and, well, apparently Tio noped the heck out of ever looking at this again.
Tio noped the fuck out of this movie.
For those who may remember, that's only really been reserved for honors like Ghost Dad, which was... Oh, God.
And Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah, he didn't win
also said
that again.
Remember, our commentary was his first view, and he said specifically, I never want to watch this ever again.
It probably helped that we had shown him the show to show him how much the movie desecrated it, but
that's why I prefer mine. My Last Airbender Shyamalan experience was the best one. I saw that as my first exposure, and as a result, it allowed me to appreciate the show a hell of a lot more. So that's the best way to experience this thing, if you ask me.
I got it the worst because I saw it after watching this show. But again, back to this. So, Pedro, what the hell is this?
Basically, Jovah, after Jurassic World became the gigantic hit that it was, Colin Trevorrow finally was given the permission from Universal to make his big pet project, The Book of Henry. What movie is this? Basically, Jovah, this was a movie that was written back in the 1990s, 1998, if I remember correctly. And guess what, Jovah? Nobody during all this time picked this script up for a movie. And apparently, but Colin saw this script. I don't know how he got a hold of it, but he found it, and he loved it so much. He really wanted to finally make this script a reality. This is his big passion project, Jovah.
So this is like Pan, a script that pretty much got put away into the black box because nobody wanted it until some sad sap actually drew it up and thought, yep, this will be genius. Although it seems like this one had quite a lower budget than his last masterpiece, Jurassic World, only $10 million. I mean, that's not to say you can't do stuff with it, but for something that's supposed to be his magnum opus, well, okay, maybe it doesn't require all those special effects or whatnot.
No, this movie doesn't require special effects at all, Joe. But this is basically a very realistic type setting and story.
That being said, though,
really?
Let me rephrase that. It's grounded.
That being said, though, despite the lower budget, it didn't even make half of that back. It only made $4.6 million. So let me get this straight. The guy went from making what is officially one of the highest-grossing films of all time to this blunderous a bomb.
Jovah, see here. I like one review from the midnight screenings, which are basically the vlog reviews of the Cinema Snob. I love watching their review of this movie right after they leave the theater, because one of them comments literally with, "So we just got done watching 3 wildly different movies." Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, let's not waste any time and get on with it then. We'll start your copy of the film before the Universal logo.
Yes, there's a Universal logo, and right after that there's the Focus Features logo, and then the movie starts.
And Focus Features is pretty much Universal's Searchlight Pictures, if you may.
All right, then. Let's get started.
Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead, Jovah.
3, 2, 1, click. And here's what's probably the best part of the movie, the extended Universal Pictures logo theme.
Well, Pedro, you're also ironic.
What?
Considering this film's lack of focus, and the production company that made it is called Focus Features.
Well, Focus Features did help finance the last 3 Leica movies, so
that's nice.
Well, now I think they're making films for Netflix.
which is fine by me. Netflix allows creative freedom, and that's one of those cases where I do want them to do that.
Oh boy, cue the piano. We got ourselves a feels deep kind of film.
It is. It is that. It is.
I mean,
that
it's
kind of
Michael
film, Jovah.
Giacchino on the piano at least.
Oh
So.
no, the music is fine. That's not Michael's not again. Once again, Michael's not the problem. He's never the problem, so it's fine.
Well, not my problem.
I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of his score for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but War made up for it.
Naomi Watts, eh?
Yes, they
Yeah,
put
Naomi
Naomi
Watts.
Watts into this.
Okay, I haven't seen that Diana film that she was in, but I've heard that was terrible.
And Jacob Tremblay. For the and if I remember
Sarah
correctly,
Silverman. Okay,
there's
I don't hate Sarah Silverman or anything. It's just every role I've seen her in, I wasn't a huge fan.
Sarah Silverman tends to have
And
those
Dean
kinds
Norris.
of roles. Wait, what?
Look at that, Jovah. Dean Norris from the Breaking Bad is in this.
Huh. Okay, well, we
Anyway.
seem to have an interesting cast here.
The interesting thing is that one thing I will give it is that this movie is not an adaptation of a book. This is entirely original. So,
But it features a book.
kudos to that. Yeah, the book of it is an actual thing that actually exists in the story.
Also,
But
didn't-
yeah, no. So there you go, Jovah. We keep complaining about how Hollywood doesn't have any originality anymore. Well, there you go, Jovah. Here's an original movie. It's not even adapted from a book or anything.
Well, Pedro, here's the thing. It was probably original back in 1998, but this film came out in 2017.
Well, okay, from
By
what
original terms, I mean, by the original means, I don't mean it was adapted from anything. It's literally a script entirely made
I was
up.
talking about originality in itself. I mean, again, it's like I always say, originality to me is a bonus. It's just a bonus. I mean, if it's a good movie, regardless, I mean, whatever.
Well, from what
Well,
I
this isn't. Sorry.
okay. From what I've heard, the plot in this is very original in the sense that it's nonsensical and like, well, you kind of would have
trust
to be
me.
brain damaged to think that this plot is
Oh,
good.
trust me, Jovah. Trust me, Jovah. I think this movie is predictable. I assure you.
Anyway, the writer of this film, Greg Hurwitz, he's actually had more experience writing comics than film screenplays.
Yeah, I've heard
He's
that
written
name.
a few Marvel comics, he's written a few issues of X-Men Forever, Punisher, and a few DC things as well, like Batman: The Dark Knight.
Yes.
You can tell that Colin and the writer are definitely going for that old-fashioned Goonies style type of blockbuster.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. On the subject of old-fashioned, we'll get there.
Okay, so they open up with saying some people are crap, some people are not, yada yada yada. Okay.
Brilliant. What kind of legacy would a 10-year-old even have? Isn't that a bit too early to be asking a kid to write about that?
That is kind of a weird thing. Like, maybe schools have... Oh,
yeah,
wait,
this-
no, that's right, this
Okay,
is supposed
Jovah,
to take
Jovah,
place
Jovah,
in
I'm
the
gonna
90s.
need you. This is a question that I've wanted to ask you about this movie for a long time, and now I finally have the chance. Look at Harry. This is our titular character, Harry.
He looks older than the other kids.
Exactly. Jovah, is there like mixed age classes in America? Is this like a thing?
Okay.
that I'm not aware of?
To be fair, what age you are does not determine what grade you're in. That said, this kind of gives the idea that he's like someone who's been held back a few grades than the others.
Which makes no sense, Joe, because the movie's going to establish him as a genius, a boy prodigy.
Maybe he grows more, maybe has a growing disorder or something.
And there you go. There you go, Jovah. There's the Maddie Ziegler right there.
Oh yeah, Maddie Ziegler's in this movie. Okay, bit of trivia here. You probably know Maddie Ziegler from that god-awful movie Music, which was portrayed by Sia, an Australian singer who has a very... Oh, what, is he like,
Yeah,
Yeah, basically, he's a super genius, but the only reason why he isn't going to a program of some sort is that they're doing this for his social development. I go, wait a minute,
To be fair,
you can't go.
that's a good argument, but
Hang on, wait a minute, you can't go trading stocks at your age. That's illegal.
yeah, he does trade stocking, by the way.
Wow,
okay,
he's that
okay,
much of a
again,
super genius, huh?
I'm not a financial. I don't have any kind of degree in finance, but I'm pretty sure an 11 or 12-year-old it cannot do stocks. You can't.
Unless
That's
he's
not how it
It's
okay.
illegal.
This is the Ace Attorney universe. You could do everything before you're a teen.
Okay. I'll admit, for a moment, I was afraid this movie was going to do what The Predator did and try and suggest that, oh, he's super smart and intelligent because he's autistic, because autism is a superpower. And yes, Dwibs, I'm not kidding. That movie actually does that. But no. But yeah, so it's just that he's super smart and I guess is ahead of the class because of it. Well, that's the thing. He looks.
Yeah. No, go on.
It's two things, Jovah.
He looks older than the class, so I mean, why not just have him be in a higher grade at that point?
He just said, Jovah, he wants to go for all the grades because according to him, it will help his social development, like his social skills, which, to be fair, is a decent argument for it.
Well, I was talking more so about the story. Oh, and of course, like every super genius in the movie, he of course has Rube Goldberg
Yes, of course.
devices.
Jovah, by genius, Jovah, the 90s version of what a boy genius is like. As in, he always talks in super big words. He's always smarter than all the adults around him.
Also-
He's constantly... Yes.
Also, yeah, of course, like in the 90s, they have an incredibly amazing treehouse that... man, I wish my parents made this kind of treehouse for me. Unless, let me guess, he built
You were
it
trying to say
himself.
something, Dwibs?
Okay, Jovah, notice earlier, aside from the whole you can't trade stocks because you're not old enough thing, noticed earlier he was talking on a payphone.
Which haven't been around since the 90s.
Well, okay,
And,
when is this movie?
and he was using they were just using old-fashioned walkie-talkies and everything.
Yeah, doesn't this movie take place in the 90s?
You'd think.
No.
Jove.
What?
Well, hold on, Debs. Don't spoil him yet. Basically, Jovah, the movie never specifies what year this took place. But from the beginning, you'd assume it was 90s because, payphone and all that crap.
Yeah.
Plus, this film was written in the 90s originally.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Maybe if this were in the 90s, I could see an old enough kid trying to pull off a trade marketing scheme. I mean, it would be incredibly hard to buy, but okay, back in the 90s, there wasn't as much scrutiny or, ways to look past stuff here and there.
But look, he's got He's got a new app.
Wait.
And he's playing an Xbox One.
On the Xbox One.
Okay, yeah, what the hell is a payphone doing around in this time frame?
Hang on. When did Gears first come out, Pedro?
The one she's playing is the Ultimate Edition, which is the 2015 remaster of the first game she wrote. So
Oh, wow, Jesus. Because I was just about to say, actually, payphones were also a thing during the 2000s, but wow, no, we're jumping way ahead. There should not be any payphones.
So yes, yes, Jovah. In the same movie where characters often use payphones and old walkie-talkies, they also have modern Apple iMac laptops and Xbox Ones.
Also,
because this makes sense.
Also, if I take that scene correctly, was he doing the taxes for the mother while she was the one gaming?
But remember, he's
That's
a super genius.
Very good, Jovah. This is another thing, by the way. The movie portrays... Okay, you'd think, Jovah, that the movie will portray Naomi Watts' character as like a sloppy mom. Like, it's, not only does she... not do that good of a job running a house because Henry has to do all the bills for her and all that shit.
That would actually
that's the thing,
explain why
Jovah.
he's super smart, because then it would mean that he just had to grow up quicker because she's not as great at parenting.
And that would be...
Oh, he got a Young Engineer Award too, of course.
Of course he did, Jovah.
He's a genius, so he can do literally everything.
Mind you, engineering is not as easy as it sounds, kids. It's one of the most top and
it's not.
prominent majors ever. Also, what grade are you in?
Like that. What year are we in?
Okay. Sorry.
Dwebs, if we keep it vague, we won't have to explain anything.
Okay.
That's the thing, though. Okay, I know what some people are going to say, But Twibs, the Netflix series of Unfortunate Events show also had a bit of anachronisms too, and you didn't mind it as much there. Yeah, but that's the thing though, and that is not it's not really okay, yeah, there were a couple of more in your face references to streaming, but it wasn't as egregious as this.
Like, okay, the idea. I'll
sorry,
say
go
this
ahead,
also,
Jovah.
that story was way more in cheek than this, whereas this one, I mean, for all things considered, the tone seems relatively down to earth. Anyway, what were you going to say, Pedro?
Well, actually, go ahead, you first, Shuri.
Well, I was going to say, as for the mother, I wouldn't say she's a bad. Well, I mean, she's not a great mother, but I wouldn't say she's like a sloppy mother, quote unquote, because
before you say anything, Shuri, allow me to remind you that it's going to get worse for her, in a few minutes. So you might want to hold off on that.
Well, okay.
Just in case.
Here's my point, though. Like, well, if the point was that she wasn't a good mother, and that's why Henry is so smart because he had to grow up quicker, kind of like, with Matilda, who had to, learn all the take. What's with the middle finger there?
Because hey, Hank, what are you doing here?
The kids just seem, looked after reasonably enough. I think, like, she's just seen, oh, I have a smart child. I'll just feign ignorance to make him do everything for me.
Let me guess. He's the bad guy, isn't he?
Very good, Jovah. Well, okay, that is a good point. I kind of got ahead of myself. I'll get back to that point later. But anyway, Jovah, as you can see, this is a good old, wholesome, 90s style family film, right? Right? I'm assuming. Okay.
Okay. Well, sure. Maybe.
The point is, let's just say things are not going to turn out as you think.
Again, let me guess. This guy turns out to be the villain, and he's like, I mean, seriously, from the moment they have him go.
Oh, and Harry has a crush
on Maddie Ziegler.
Well, to be fair, Jovah, this is a very harmless Maddie Ziegler, unlike the other one you know.
Oh, okay. Let me just say this. Maddie Ziegler is not at fault for music here and there. That was her god-awful, I don't know, caretaker. Okay, what exactly is she to Maddie, Shirley?
I would rather encourage the audience to look this up themselves because it's quite messy and it's not good.
Basically, here's how this connects to music. Sia, who has pledged to protect Maddie Ziegler and see that she only gets the right roles that can help her career, apparently thought this film was one of the good ones to help kickstart her film career.
Also, to echo what Jovah said, Maddie did not want the role in music and frequently had breakdowns on set.
Yeah.
For alimony.
So, yeah,
I just have to set you for a deposit. I don't know, I'll have to ask Henry. Yeah,
So, what is the idea that she never grew up, whereas Henry grew up way faster? Morris took my medal. I will have to have him properly punished for that.
Oh, and by the way, he's a genius at playing chess, because of
course he is.
Well, okay. Technically, that's checkers, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, checker, sorry.
The point still stands.
Okay.
Even then, though, Jovah, would you put it past this movie to have him be super kick-ass at checkers?
Okay, guys.
I'm the one who traded.
Okay, guys. I gotta say this. Henry's shaping up to be a very interesting supervillain, all things considered.
Yeah. So her character's name is Christina, and Harry is a bit worried about her, but we don't know yet why.
Gee, could it be... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, and the bullies hate his brother for reasons that are never really explained. Yes, Jovah, it's another 90s cliche.
Wait.
The 90s cliche bullies.
Hold on, wait. So you say he's smart, but his brother's not. Shouldn't you be trying to be nice to him so that you can get favors from his brother or something for being kind to him? What kind of bully are you?
Remember, Jovah, 90s bullies. 90s bullies are incredibly moronic and cartoonish.
I don't know.
Cartoonishly evil.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like during the 90s, there was more of an art to bullying. And let me say this, I'm not sponsoring or supporting bullying. What I'm saying is like, well, bullies in 90s media felt more creative and at least more savvy about it. Bulk and Skull. No, seriously, Bulk and Skull are the pinnacle.
Oh, of course, that's not even in question.
Oh, I see he's dressing up as the Aviator now.
Yeah, remember, he's a genius, so he experiments.
I thought he was doing his Anakin Skywalker cosplayer as a when he was
Okay.
Have fun cleaning that up.
I get that this is supposed to be a sweet moment. He's trying to entertain his brother so he can feel better after that episode. But I don't know if I saw my brother doing this, I would wonder if he's okay. Like,
Okay.
normal.
Okay. If I saw my sibling doing this, I'd be, oh crap, who's gonna clean this up before mom comes home and has conniptions after all this?
Oh, here we go. Okay, Shiroi, this is where what I said before comes into play in a few moments.
Oh, I forgot about that part of this movie.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Guys,
You'll see.
You'll see, Joe. Hold on. It's going to be like a couple more minutes.
Let me guess. She makes out with Sarah Silverman and then goes drunkenly out on the town.
Yeah, we wish.
That wouldn't be a problem at all. There you go, Jovah. Basically, this is basically what usually happens. Henry takes care of things, finances, and she just stays here and gets drunk with her friend right here in front of the children and everything.
See, now she's being a neglectful mother.
Okay. So maybe the movie's point is that Henry had to grow up quickly because his mother is kind of crap.
That's the thing, Joe, but the movie never portrays or even points out that her parenting is bad.
Really?
No, it doesn't. The movie expects you to just think that these three have a really good family going on here with no problems at all. Really.
Well, what's even the point of this scene then?
I don't know. Ask the writer, Greg Erwitz.
Getting drunk in front of your two kids. Like, geez, if this were any more cliched, you would then beat them after this.
That's the thing. They had nearly 20 years to try and fix this script, and so far all they seem to have done is add Xbox Ones and iMacs.
Maybe Microsoft was one of the sponsors.
Okay. You know what's weird, honestly, is that
what's Apple doing here then?
You know what's weird, honestly? If it weren't for that Xbox One, this would pretty much just be a shoo-in for a 90s flick overall. Like, again, seriously.
I get the feeling maybe they wanted to use an older console, but they couldn't find one. Guys, eBay. It's not hard to get an older console to use.
Mind you, I wouldn't have been surprised if he's such a super genius, he invented time travel.
Oh, God. Well, okay. So he's been smart. Okay, I can believe that there are some kids who do learn how to do taxes earlier in age, and oh God, he's dying of a disease, isn't he?
Well,
he has to take the medication for that. At least I assume he was taking medication there.
Well, even if he was taking medication, how did you jump to? Hold on, Jovah.
Well,
this is where we enter into a different movie.
Oh, okay. I jumped to that conclusion because he looked sick in that scene for some reason.
I assumed it was a headache.
Hold on, Jovah. Just check this out. So Maddie Ziegler is watching her.
Oh, let me guess. He's gonna be the one who beats her. So let me get this straight. When his mother gets drunk, it's fine. But when her father gets drunk, he's a monster. What?
Father abuse. Yes. This is not horribly mood whiplash at all. What the fuck?
Great.
I mean, the movie never specifies that that's what's happening, but it clearly implies that it's something bad.
Okay, so if that's the case, why not call Child Protective Services then?
So there you go, Jovah. From this on,
I can answer that question, Jovah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The guy is a very high-ranking police officer.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he has that going
the movie.
for him.
Don't worry, the movie will explain it later anyway. So, basically, Jovah, at 19 minutes in, this movie becomes a movie about child abuse.
Well, I guess, to be fair, I didn't notice a plot otherwise, so we have our plot now, I guess.
That's the thing. The tone that this movie started with goes completely at odds with this. Imagine you start watching. Let me think of a good example. Yeah, Super 8. Let's go with Super 8 since that movie was also a throwback to older movies. Imagine we start watching Super 8, and then suddenly, at the 20-minute mark, suddenly there's a child who's being molested by her aunt or something.
Yeah.
Like it makes it like that goes at. Okay, you started this in a family. Oh, here you go. I love this. I love this scene. I love this because it's great. Hold on, Joe.
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did we suddenly step into a crime drama all of a sudden?
Yes, Joe, but this is now a crime drama. Forget the movie you've been watching for the past 20 minutes.
Do I need to fetch the Law and Order chimes?
Probably. Like, seriously, I love how he says it. God damn it, Janice. How long is this gonna go on?
God
How
damn it,
long
Janet.
is this gonna go on?
God damn it, Janet. Why aren't we doing something about the child beater?
If it were our version of Law and Order, they'd probably be dragging Bradley Walsh into this right about now.
Basically, the principal says that we're not doing anything because we don't have any evidence. Blah, blah, blah.
But okay, like genius kid, whatever. But he is actually right. At least I'm not sure what the rules are around here, but I know at least in America, it is a teacher's ethical responsibility to report any suspicion of this, regardless of evidence. They have to.
So why don't they?
What I'm saying is, she's a shit principal.
Everybody's shit. Yay!
Why?
Well, they said at the start of the movie, some people are good, some people are shit.
Why do I get the feeling that, well, that is technically a thing that happens in real life? It's not a good plot point that helps the story.
It's like Greg was writing.
No, you're right, Jovah. You're right.
It's like Greg started writing a good old-fashioned, wholesome, family-friendly kind of comedy drama thing, and then at the 90-minute mark, you know what? This is kind of passé. Let's make this into a crime drama about child abuse.
It wasn't even the 90-minute mark. Like, what are we, 20 minutes in, half an hour in?
Not yet, the 19-minute mark.
Oh, 19.
Okay. That's the thing, Shira. I took note. It's exactly at the 19-minute mark that we see that scene with the child abuse thing.
I thought you said 90, sorry.
19.
Anyway, Her friend Sheila here is passed out drunk.
Yay!
What does this have to do with anything?
What great adult influences these kids have.
Get better friends, lady.
All right. Okay. What happened in terms of production of this movie? We know that Hurwitz wrote the first draft of the script back in '98, and they in 2015, so a bit earlier on than that, Trevorrow and Hurwitz met each other a few years, not too long. They say last decade or so. They were talking to each other about it, but then Trevorrow went off to do Jurassic World, so he wasn't able to do this movie. However, by the time he finished Jurassic World, he suddenly was able to do this film. And okay, let me put it this way: judging from the reception to this movie and the box office, well, lack of box office taken from this movie, he was suddenly not doing a new Star Wars movie that he was supposed to do.
Gee, I wonder why.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's another great lesson to tell your kids. If you see abuse going on, don't do anything about it.
There's nobody seeing
Okay. I think I see a problem here. The world is written incredibly crap. Oh no, okay. I see. I think I'm starting to see the main problem with this movie, though. The world feels like it's literally being written crapsack to justify Henry's questionable behavior. Don't get me wrong. I get that he seems to be a good kid who means well, but a lot of his mannerisms seem kind of bordering on psychopathic.
So what you're saying, Jovah, is, God damn it, Greg! Why aren't you writing the world better so this doesn't feel contrived?
Okay. You know what? To give Greg credit, maybe this movie would have worked better in the '90s, where stuff was, well, for lack of a better term, more extreme in representation here and there. But that's the thing, this movie apparently is not made in the 90s, and it does not take place in the 90s, because there's an Xbox One here. Now, okay, yes, I can agree that maybe there are just that many crap people in the world here and there, but
also, great job there, woman on the phone who's supposed to be working for the anonymous reporting line, asking him for a bloody phone number.
Oh, that's nice. She also got an engineer's model.
That's not exactly anonymous, is it? That's like asking an anonymous chef to reveal a secret recipe.
I'm sorry, I have to ask this. Why the hell do Harry's mom and Maddie Ziegler have a secret handshake of their own?
I don't know.
Did something change from when I was 12? Because back when I was 12, we usually didn't hang out with our parents to the point of having secret handshakes. We did that with our own people of our own age. I don't know. Maybe things changed instead.
I can definitely get a parent wanting to do it with their own kid to seem hip and cool, but doing it with their kid's crush? Weird. Unless they're really just trying to play matchmaker. Oh, he's her stepfather, so of course he's evil.
Abusive step-parent.
Yay.
This is a 90s movie.
How can a movie be...
Oh, no, wait. This is supposed to be 2017, modern day, and yet they're on payphones.
How can a movie even knows?
How can a movie be... How can a movie be so...
It's like I said, they're half-arsing the updating. It's like all they did was just throw in an
Pac-Man shirt.
An iMac.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man. That's totally big in 2015. Okay, look. Okay. There is technically the Pac-Man Arcade Collection and Pac-Man Arcade Championship Edition and all that here, so fair enough, but... Man, I mean, it really does feel like a lazy thing. Like, why not just have this take place in the 90s? Literally.
Okay, you know, Fake is bad when he's questioning the whole "it's none of our business" shit.
I know, right? He literally said, "Look, if something's wrong, I think it is our business. We should try to help somebody, help out people." And her mom is like, "Look, it's none of our business," and blah blah blah. She's a great mother.
Call the police.
What?
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. Right? Going back to the supermarket scene, I take everything back. Like, okay, if your children are uncomfortable around a friend or a partner you have, take your children's advice. Like, seriously.
Also, the kid literally just said, violence isn't the worst thing in the world. Literally also, a few seconds after that said apathy. Lady, again, your son means well, but maybe you might want to have a therapist speak to him about, not doing something that we may all regret.
Okay, yeah. Now, I think this is where we get the whole police thing. Yeah, like Dweb said earlier, Hank from Breaking Bad here is actually a police chief guy, and his brother, who's also even another big high in the police, he keeps trying to warn him, look, try not to be too hum about it, because I can't protect you every single time. But so yeah, his brother is covering for him for his.
So they know it's happening.
That's the thing, Shiroi. Harry does, but he doesn't have any evidence, and nobody does anything about it. That's the problem.
Oh,
it seems like the brother's covering up for him getting into trouble. So.
Yeah, that's the thing, Shiroi. The brother is, in with him. That's the problem.
Let me guess, the father's gonna have the girl cover for him.
Yep.
And then he's gonna go in and beat her, isn't he?
Probably.
You see what I mean, Jovah? At this point, we're in a completely different movie.
Dun, dun, dun!
There you go, George Sickleman. He's his brother. So yeah,
and yeah, he works at the group he reported the abuse to. So yeah, they're not going to be much help.
Okay,
that's it. Not police. So there you go, Jovah. A guy who's abusing his stepdaughter, who's a police chief, and the head of the whole abuse thing. What's the name?
I think it's Child Protective Services.
Child Protective, and the head of Child Protective Services is his brother. How freaky! This child beater has all the convenience in the world, right? What luck!
And next, he'll be telling me that his aunt works at the White House or something.
So you went to that bridge just so you could record that one bit. Oh, this bit. Basically, so you're probably wondering, what the hell is he doing right now? Let's just say this is foreshadowing for later, and that's all you'll need to know. But yeah, you see what I mean, Jovah? At this point, we're a completely different movie. Like, seriously.
Okay. So we're in a different movie. Maybe they'll do something good with it, I mean, bringing the attention of child abuse and how it can be dealt with. And I'm setting myself up for disappointment, aren't I? The pace of this movie is weird. It's apparently only 105 minutes, yet it feels kind of like it's trudging.
Oh, trust me, Jovah. Don't worry. The movie's going to, I guess, pick
Wait.
up.
Oh, yes. Yeah, physical cameras in 2015. Those are totally all the rage.
Hey, look,
Well, actually, that looks like...
Well, okay.
Well, according to Life is Strange, they're still being used at art schools, apparently. But then again,
Yeah,
Life is Strange is not exactly...
It looked like a Polaroid camera, which are actually reasonably popular. Was it a Polaroid? Because it looked like...
It may have been.
I don't know.
It may have been a Polaroid, I guess.
Somebody in the comments correct us on that. Someone who knows
Yes,
about
please.
Oh, okay. In that case, then, bit retracted then, because yeah, I actually come to think of it, even got my sister a Polaroid camera. It's just that the way that camera looked, though, it looks older. And again,
it.
there it is.
Oh, this is important. He's having a headache now.
Again.
Yeah. I'll admit, when he first took that medicine, I thought, oh god, oh god, that porn stash. But, yeah, when he was taking the medication, I thought, oh god, he's dying from a disease. Oh, hey, just to remind you that it's, I guess, modern times.
Again.
Yeah.
Usually,
There's your reminder, the Xbox One.
Again, usually when they do something like this in a movie, it's because the company owning that game sponsored the movie as one of the, or at least is one of the sponsors. And okay, we'll help with the funding, but you have to promote our game in it somehow.
Lady, you're gonna hurt your hands holding it like that constantly.
Don't you see, Sherry? Naomi Watts is totally a gamer, Mom.
No. Okay, this is the thing, Jovah. She doesn't need to. It's Colin. Colin, don't you know how we usually play video games? We don't hold our controllers up in the air like that, okay?
Unless we're working with, like, the god-awful 6-axis, but that's an Xbox One. So, no. I mean, okay, I guess it's interesting that the mother is more of a gamer than the son, so breaking down barriers and all that stuff.
Oh no, they're doing a musical.
So this is weird. And sometimes it seems like the movie's trying to imply that she's not that great a mother, but then we have these feel-good scenes that suggest that, no, they're a great family unit. Like, which is it?
That's why I said, Jovah. The movie is under the impression that apparently this is the kind of mom we should approve, apparently.
Just because your parent does a lot of good things doesn't mean they're also not a shithead. Their good days are not an excuse for their bad days. Her best friend's an alcoholic, who she frequently has around her children.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, yet the movie doesn't seem to be paying mind to that.
Don't worry, Shiro, that song will melt your heart.
Honestly, so Henry is all about, we should notice child abuse here and there. How have you not noticed the own potential problems with your own mother, kid? Some genius you are. Or maybe he's just blinded by love.
That's actually a good point. Like, if he's so smart, how come he hasn't been able to get evidence up until this point? Because the movie kind of implies that he's known about this for a while.
It's like what the Speghead said in Thematic Excrement. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's 1998 or 2017 or whenever this film's supposed to take place. You've got to use a video camera and video the abuse. That way he can't bullshit his way out of it.
Hell,
Exactly.
he literally has a
window-
camera on him.
His window is like, what, 10 feet away from hers?
And you could see the abuse through it. You could film this.
Like this.
Even I highly doubt even the biggest police conspirators in the land can bullshit their way out of that.
And I thought he was supposed to be a G. Oh, right. It's now, isn't it? Yep. Yep. There we are.
Oh God, was I right? He actually
seizure.
is. Yeah. Oh, it's a seizure. Wait, so is that why he was taking the medicine to stave off a seizure?
Yeah. Yes, he's sick. Good call, Jovah. So let's see what he has. Well, this came out of kind of not out of nowhere, but
okay.
Once again, mood whiplash.
It was technically foreshadowed, but we really had we didn't have any reason to think that he was suffering a life-threatening disease. Like, I mean, granted,
a neurosurgeon. On Joe. Let's check out what he has.
Yes, that's what a seizure is.
Let me guess, he had been having it, but he kept it secret because he didn't want to displease Mother. Wow, really?
I think it was more so that he just wrote it off as a headache because, people just get headaches.
But that's the thing, though. Apparently his mother didn't know because she said no, but he confirmed that he'd been having it for 3 or 4 months.
His mom is not exactly, attentive, as you've seen, Jovah.
But Pedro, the movie's been suggesting that she's a great mom. Like, I'm just...
I don't care if he's a genius. You're still the adult, so you're the one who has to make the decision. I know this is kind of news to you because you're kind of crap at this, but
you're the parent. You're the parent, and he's seizing at the minute. There's no good asking him now, is it?
Well,
Well, that happened.
I guess the child abuse plot got put on pause for a bit now.
Because
actually, wait. That actually is a good point. Like, wasn't it all Henry's deal that he was gonna deal with the child abuse? So, like, how is he?
I know, right?
That's on hold, Jovah.
Is that to see what I mean, Jovah? 3 wildly different movies.
Okay, let me put it like this.
Together.
I get it. That crazy stuff upon crazy stuff can happen in real life. But here's the thing: when you're literally the person in charge of a story, life within the story is not equal to real life. Okay, it's your job to make a coherent narrative here and there. Like, technically, if you made a movie out of, say, anyone's life, there probably would be a lot of plot holes or people doing dumb stuff or illogical stuff here and there. But that's just the thing. Real life would be an eternal movie, kind of, impossible to watch your entire life without wasting it immensely.
Okay,
so
Jovah,
he's got inoperable brain cancer.
There you go, Jovah. This movie is now about the death of Harry because he has inoperable brain cancer.
Hey,
but Harry, the titular main character, is gonna die halfway into this fucking movie.
We're not even at the halfway mark yet.
Guys, wasn't there supposed to be some book of his or something? That's what the title seems to suggest.
Well, that's the thing, though. He has started writing in the book, but
don't tell him yet. Don't tell him yet.
So
don't worry, Joe. It will come.
Is the book gonna be the main character?
This movie.
And then the book starts talking.
I mean, okay. Honestly, Dwayne.
He gets possessed by Henry.
Honestly, Dwayne.
This is not It Takes Two, okay?
Dwayne, wait, what?
It Takes Two has a talking book.
Oh, really?
Wait. Let me guess. Henry uses his super genius technology to transport his likeness into the AI and eventually becomes an audio book that can talk to his mother.
Sure. Even if he's wrong, at this point, why not? This movie's clearly shown that it has no problem completely shifting gears.
I mean, sure. Obviously, time travel must exist. That's the only reason that an Xbox One is in a clearly 90s setting here.
Exactly, Shiroi. At this point, why the hell not?
Like, trust me, anachronistic stew can really screw up a movie when you think about it. And look, maybe if this movie were good, I wouldn't have paid mind to it. Okay, I probably still would have paid mind to it, but at least I could say, okay, that's just a weird thing. But no, here it's just another topping on the crap sandwich that is this movie.
This is why I love this movie, ironically, because this movie is such an interesting, incredibly fascinating train wreck.
Like, I'd say that this is an ego piece, but part of me... Okay, look, I have no doubt that this was written with the best of intentions, but the writing, something about the writing feels so egotistical. And I'm not just talking about how Henry himself has been egotistical. No, I mean, something about the writing feels so full of itself. It's kind of amazing. And look at that. Of course, the doctor is talking more so to Henry than the mother. Now, granted, this is probably more of an example of a doctor, being respectful to the patient. So that's nice here and there. It's just that I get the feeling that the main focus is supposed to be on how the mother can't understand it as much because she's not as much a grown-up.
There you go. He's even showing him the
and now he's got a mini. And now he's got a mini iPad.
And of course, yeah. Now we have an iPad.
Yeah.
They existed in the 90s. I'm being entirely sarcastic.
Okay. Allow me to actually address something that hasn't been addressed yet. Here's another problem, by the way, everybody. Okay. As someone who, of course, focuses more on this for these movies. Okay, here's why this doesn't work. The emotional power of this scene falls flat on its face because the movie didn't really do a good job in fleshing out Henry and making him an interesting character. Neither it did for the other characters,
Hey.
really. This is just completely manufactured Hollywood sentimentality. It literally goes to the point where Greg probably thought, oh shit, I'm not doing a good job making these characters interesting. Brain cancer.
Okay, I think I see your point here. The movie doesn't feel so much about Henry so much as it feels more like about the world around him. Like, sure, yeah, he's a genius and all, but it's more like we've seen him more reacting to things going on with other characters, like his mother hanging out with her drunk friend, or him trying to solve the problems of Christina, and yet...
Is it now?
I think it's now, yeah.
What?
Oh god.
What?
Jovah, get ready.
This is about to get very uncomfortable, Jovah. Very. This basically, Jovah.
Not yet, but yes.
Okay, not yet. Basically, Jovah, that's the scene that's gonna make you realize exactly why Theo noped the fuck out of this movie.
Oh, wait, does that have to do something with how the hospital handles him, given how that sort of Teals' job?
You
Jovah,
wish.
If I told you, it would ruin the surprise now, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, get better cards, which is a nice thought, I guess. Sure.
So what's gonna happen now? Because the one person who saw the abuse is now about to die.
Remember, Joy, the child abuse plot is now put on. Oh god, it's now.
Yeah, it's now.
What is Sarah Silverman's character doing here? Oh. Oh God! I think you're more pretentious.
He's about to die.
But yeah, okay.
Can you please lay off the fucking sassiness?
Like, okay. Look, I get it. He is not the nicest kid, and he is pretty bratty. But yeah, he's on his deathbed. Maybe show some common courtesy.
Also, why did you have to do this? Like, it's not his fault. He has too much.
Excuse me for having brain cancer.
Wait, what?
That's the... Yeah, sorry, I'm about to die.
This is the thing about Sarah Silverman. She tends to portray these bratty characters in one way, shape, or form. Sometimes it works out. A lot of time it doesn't. I don't get why.
No, trust me, Jovah, this is by far possibly her worst role.
Ooh.
Just because of what's about to happen.
What, is she gonna kill him?
I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Penelope, but this is worse.
Oh my, what?
No.
Wait, what? No.
Pedro. Question. I got a question actually for you, Pedro. There was a seed
We
similar.
told you, Jovah.
There was a seed similar to this in House.
Okay, have her arrested.
Chase to kiss her.
Yeah, and you know what happened in that episode, Dwibs? Chase got called out for what he did.
Did he get arrested?
Not to mention, well, that's the thing, Shiro. The girl asked him to do it.
Was it like a deathbed request?
Okay. Let me put it this way, Shiro. There's a higher context that at the very least makes it more understandable. I'll explain later.
So essentially, was that like his dying wish, or did Sarah Silverman always have the hots for him and something?
We don't know. She just planted one on him, and that's the end of that.
Like, and that wasn't just like a little kiss to show like a kiss goodbye. No, that was a full on the lips one that was like, yeah, I sure would like to rock his world kind of kiss. Like,
and she was stroking his face.
That is practically grooming, if anything. Like, okay, does she get called out for this?
Hey guys, can you hear that, guys?
Does she get called out for this?
There you go, Joe. There you go. Shiro, Dwebs, you see that? We can literally pinpoint the exact moment when Jovah officially noped this movie.
Also, Jovah, no, nothing happens with this from what I remember. That is the end of it.
What?
That's the end of it.
Are you kidding me? So you have essentially pedophilia. And you only talk about the guy... Okay, look, yes, the guy abusing his daughter. That is terrible, and he should go down for this. But again, you don't call out...
Yeah, that's right. There was a child being abused in this movie, wasn't there? Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot about that because there's fucking brain cancer right now.
Well, okay, but let me get this straight, Henry. You're not going to report the pedophiliac?
Don't worry, Jovah. He has a different plan for what to do.
Oh, wait.
Well, absolutely nothing.
Wait. Hold on.
Sure, don't you remember what his plan is?
Wait.
No, I forgot.
All right. Great. Go ahead, Jovah.
Wait. So he's gonna punish Sarah Silverman or Sheila for what she did too?
No. Sarah Silverman is pretty much away from this movie at this point.
What?
Really.
I
don't think she even comes back. Does she?
Oh, okay.
She does.
Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna have to ask this. Are there some deleted scenes that make more reason why we had that pedophilia scene? And yes,
there might be. I haven't seen them because I don't have this movie on Blu-ray.
And yes, I will be referring to that as the pedophilia scene because that was pedophilia. Like, I can't even care. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be crying at this scene right now? I'm sorry, I'm still picking up my jaw from the floor from that last scene. God damn!
We told you this movie was a pile of shit.
I told you, dog.
Okay, look. Pedophilia. Why have that? Like, it's not even for a joke or anything. It's just there. What kind of sick fetish would put that in there for just that scene and do nothing with it?
I mean, I'd argue it's extremely difficult, if not impossible, to do that kind of thing.
I have seen some shows who actually do make good jokes off of it. Here's the thing. Normally, it's the pedophiliac suffering for it in the end. And other times, it's because of like, well, okay, in the case of Venture Bros, pedophilia was a side effect of a super soldier serum here and there. It makes sense in context here and there.
Yeah, well, what writers usually do, Dwebs, here, I can't off the top of my head, I can't think of a pedophilia example, but I can think of an AIDS example. Like, for example, back in season 4 of Family Guy, there was a song called "You Have AIDS," where a doctor brought forth Peter Griffin and the quartet to say, "You've got the AIDS," to announce that he has AIDS. And some people took offense to that by saying that, "Oh, you're saying AIDS is funny," and Seth MacFarlane had to explain in the commentary, no. The joke is not that AIDS itself is funny. The joke is that Peter is giving some of the worst possible news that you can give to a person in the most cheerful, preppy way that you can. That's the joke. See, this is a way you can make the act of AIDS funny. The disease itself is not the joke. It's the circumstances around the illness that are the joke.
Well, I mean, if he had to explain the joke, then...
Well, okay. To be fair,
his idea was not to explain. If people were the ones who were complaining, so he had to explain it so he could calm people down.
And that's the thing, Dwibs. There's always.
Did you want him to just not say anything?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Dwibs. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't get the context here and there. Which
And that's not because the joke is bad, it's because it may not be their type of humor.
I'm sorry, are we about to get incest too? This scene's making me uncomfortable after
Sure, why
that
not?
pedophilia
Let's
scene.
throw that into the list. Why not?
I mean,
I think you know, guys. I think I figured out why this movie, why audiences
Jovah,
didn't go to see this.
yes.
I figured
I
out
can
why
imagine.
audiences.
Sorry.
I figured out why audiences didn't go to see this movie in the cinema. They were afraid they'd be arrested for watching it.
Oh, let me guess. She wakes up and he's dying or dead.
Well, it's gonna happen at some point. At this point, but yeah, Jovah, I can imagine the Disney executives watching this movie. After watching that scene, you're like, yeah, you know what? That whole Colin Trevorrow Star Wars film. Let's just pretend we never greenlit this, okay?
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing, Pedro. Remember, he's still credited. He and Derek Connolly are still credited for writing the story for Rise of Skywalker.
Well, probably because of legal reasons. I mean, remember, that Zack Snyder was credited as a director of Justice League, even though we know that's bullshit.
Oh
So-
my! Oh look, guys! Now he says he wants mommy because he's vulnerable. I guess.
Remember, Dwebs, credits can be
Wait!
liar.
He wants to
Liars.
see the sky. Is he turning into Makoto Shinkai?
Yeah, this does feel like a Makoto Shinkai plot, doesn't it? At this point?
Okay, I'll give Makoto Shinkai credit. He doesn't devolve to what we just seen in the past 10 minutes.
Sure, pedophilia
Okay.
thing. Now, to this credit.
Also,
And folks, look, folks, I get it. That scene was supposed to be about the mother showing affection to her son. But can you blame me for expecting incest after we got literal pedophilia and that will not get addressed?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I don't even think Sarah Silverman's character even comes back after that scene. I don't remember it.
And Henry's
I don't
dead.
remember either.
Wait,
Oh,
that's...
and by the way, yeah, Harry's dead. By the way,
So, was that scene him dying or did he die off screen?
Nope, he's dead.
he's
No,
dead.
no. I get that, but I mean...
He dead.
No, I get that. What I'm asking is that, was that scene him dying or did he die off screen?
Yeah, I think maybe.
That's why, it was. That's why he
Oh.
wanted to see the sky.
Don't you see,
I don't
guys,
know.
in his last moments, he finally acted like the child he apparently never acted like before.
Allow me. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This is your director, Colin Trevorrow, speaking. We have gone through the cancer turbulence, and now we can go back to our primary child abuse plot. Please enjoy Colin Trevorrow film lines.
And now everything is sad and blue now that Henry is
Yeah,
dead.
because our Lord and Savior Henry dead.
And
So,
look at
Greg-
this, and look at this. Now the mother can't even properly play.
So basically, it took her the death of her son to switch to a better console, or was it still the Xbox
I think
One?
that I think that's still an Xbox.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay,
that was
it's
still an
Xbox
Xbox
still.
One.
It looked like a DualShock 4 from that angle.
But look at this. Now she can't even game properly. And look, folks, I get it. It's supposed to be a sad moment, but I am past the point of caring at this point.
Yeah, and by the way, Greg, are you done with your cancer detour? Can
Okay.
we get back to the child abuse plot now?
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Question.
This is why you follow the map. You
Okay.
don't take the off-road.
Okay. I know that Greg wrote this back in '98, but so who did like the retooling or re-scripting or rewrites of it
He
when
himself-
Greg, apparently.
Yeah, he himself did.
Oh, huh.
This is all your fault.
Oh my
Greg.
God, Pedro, can you imagine if actually some of the more stupid stuff is stuff that he decided to add on because he thought the
Yeah.
original script wasn't good?
Honestly, Jovah, at this point, I wouldn't put it past him. And you too, Colin, for actually looking at this script and thinking, "Yep, that's genius."
Look. I'm sorry, but when you put literal pedophilia in a scene and you don't address it as one of the cases of adults being goddamn wrong in the story, you kind of lose. you come off as morally bankrupt. Just gonna say.
And now you know why Colin Trevorrow was quietly taken off Star Wars.
Yeah, like, trust me, Disney may be all money grubbing here and there, but they have their limits, damn it. Oh, and let me guess, now the mother becomes more of an adult in a ploy to fill the hole that Henry leaves in their hearts. coping mechanism.
That's not how you feed your child, you stupid.
Oh,
Smoke right here in front of him. Like,
okay. So let me guess. All the coping mechanisms.
yeah, this is
I think Naomi Watts is losing it, guys.
This is another outdated thing from the 90s. The children are more mature than the adults.
Okay. I'm not going to say that that's completely unrealistic. There are sadly a lot of cases in real life where that is the case, so that is one of the things I don't have that much trouble believing. That said, though, it is weird that the kid is selling his...
Wait, you are a child!
Wait.
Well,
Okay, wait, hold on. I get Henry doing it. That was established as his character, but why is the kid suddenly acting more adult? And they're like, okay, maybe it's saying that the death of Henry has aged him up now, but I don't recall him acting like this grown up beforehand.
What?
Oh my god! Hold on, Dribs. I think we mixed this up with the Glory Honors cliche book.
And by the way, the doctor, for whatever reason, takes a special interest in this one patient, even though I'm pretty sure he has billions
Romance.
of them. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Interesting thing, guys.
Yes.
You know Jacob Tremblay? Okay, two things. One, he was in another film with Naomi Watts called Shot Him. And two, he was in Dr. Sleep as that baseball kid who had his shining sucked out of him.
Oh god, I remember.
So I mean, at least he was in a better movie.
Yeah, it was.
How was Shut-In?
Yeah, but yeah, Jovah brings up a good point as well about this. One of the big reasons why this movie doesn't work is because the character writing sucks ass. The movie does such a terrible job. Like Jovah said, that we would expect Ari to be the one who says that, not this brother who I don't even remember his name, because they haven't established what the hell kind of personality his brother is supposed to have or anything.
And most of his brother has been the one who actually does act like a child, but I guess now that Henry's gone, he decides he's got to act like the adult. It's not established well at all.
And guess what, Jovah?
It's gonna get worse, isn't it?
Believe it or not, Jovah, we're not done switching gears. The movie's going to completely switch gears again in a few minutes.
So let me guess.
This movie cannot just stand still in one plot for more than 10 seconds.
Let me guess. A romance subplot for Naomi and the doctor.
No, the romance thing is just a background thing. It's not really focused on. It's just there to give the mother something to do outside of the other thing she's going to do.
You drunk half a drink, you bitch.
Okay, no. Like, as someone who owns a dining establishment, I can tell that if one of my employees did that, he would be fired on the spot.
Okay.
And I would personally apologize to the customer.
Okay, to her credit, she is grieving, and he says that maybe she came back a little too soon. Wait, what?
That's right, Jovah. Remember?
I think I recognize that guy, actually.
That's right, Jovah. Remember those stocks from earlier? Turns out, Jovah, Harry made a shitload of money.
Oh.
They're rich.
Also, I love how Sarah Silverman's character overheard that. Like, she thought, oh, God, I missed out on a gravy train there.
Because, as we all know, a 12-year-old can totally go on Wall Street and make billions.
Like,
that's simple.
Actually, Jovah, I recognize that guy. He was in that first SNL Star Wars thing where they did Undercover Boss.
Oh, hey, pedophiliac. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She does come back at least once. I swear to you, I didn't even remember if she showed up after that scene. But for the record, everybody, this is my third time watching this movie.
Oh,
my second, I think.
What was
my second also?
What was your first time like watching it, Pedro? I assume that was on your own.
I went to see it in theaters because after I saw reviews, I got incredibly curious.
Okay. Yeah.
And to the credit, I wasn't disappointed. This is as much of a train wreck as I've heard. If there's one thing I will not give, I will definitely give this movie, is that this movie is definitely fascinating in its terribleness, which is more than I can say for other bad movies.
Yes, the trading
something
scene.
Like Last Airbender. Last Airbender is just it's just horrible and pisses me off for what it's doing. This movie, on the other hand, is at the very least a fascinating subject to study.
Oh, guys, you know what? I love the Rotten Tomatoes consensus of this film.
What?
What is it?
With a rating of based on 146 reviews, we had a grand total rating of 22%.
Ooh.
The consensus reading: The Book of Henry deserves a few points for ambition, but its tonal juggling act and a deeply maudlin twist may leave viewers gaping in disbelief rather than choking back tears.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that's right. We haven't gotten to the twist yet, have we?
Yeah, this is actually one of those cases, Jovah, where audiences are pretty much in agreement with critics.
Wait. Yeah, okay, so question. There have been a few twists, but have we gotten to, like, the big twist that everyone hates about this movie?
Well, the bigger twist is the one at the end, Jovah, so you're going to have to wait 45 minutes for that.
No problem, I can wait.
Jovah, finally, the titular Book of Henry.
Well, actually, Pedro, there's so much higher audience compared to the critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
What's the audience rating?
63%.
Okay, question. How many reviews are there?
It's gotten 5,000 plus ratings.
And were the reviews that were cut off?
I'm gonna have to say I agree with the critics on this one.
I don't know, to be honest.
Well, hang on, it's an audience score.
Sure. I'm gonna have to interrupt you. Here it is, Jovah. Check this out. Let's see what Henry wrote on the book. Check this out, Jovah.
Pretentious drivel, pretentious drivel, pretentious drivel.
Your best friend is a creep.
Oh, you think that's bad? Just hold on to this, Jovah. AKA the stepfather. Yeah. Just check this out.
That he would care about other people's problems. Oh,
Yeah,
she's
let's
talking
go.
about him.
Yeah.
Just like
Honestly,
what
that was
Henry
actually
did.
very tactful,
On, Shiro.
considering.
On, Shiro. Hold on, Jovah. Hold on.
Henry was a genius. He thought of everything except murder.
Hold on. Why there's no other way of help Christian? Fuck off, you stupid magic. So Harry apparently can also predict the future.
I love this line coming up.
Yes.
That's a line no one should ever have to say. We are not murdering the police division.
Jovah, what the fuck is this movie?
Okay. You know what? I'll give her credit. She at least is speaking common sense that they are not going to murder someone here. So that's that.
Jovah, I have bad news for you.
No, Pedro. She literally pointed out that they are not doing it, so doing it would be stupid.
Hang on. If I may, that kind of line she just said, that's the kind of thing you say, no more TV and that's final, not no more murder and that's final.
It feels like a line that came out of a fucking comedy skit.
Anyway, Shuri, what were you about to say?
Apparently this film...
No, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Isn't it awesome to observe how evil we are?
Well, Pedro, apparently this... I don't know where I read it from. Apparently, this film was meant to be a dark comedy.
Wait, what?
Is it? If it's trying to be a dark comedy, then it's doing a terrible job at it.
Okay, I guess...
There's not a single hint of irony or sarcasm in any of this.
Where was,
yes, go ahead.
Aside from maybe a few off-brand jokes, the comedy has been very lacking for this to be a dark comedy.
Honest question to those people. Where does Harry dies of brain cancer fit into the whole comedy aspect? Because I'm not seeing it.
The fact that I guess
or the pedophilia.
Wait, maybe if they were saying, oh, it was his wish to get laid or something, that would be disturbing, but that would at least fit some sense of black comedy, but no.
Oh, I found the info.
What?
Oh.
Go ahead.
An earlier version of the script was a straight black comedy, which Trevorrow didn't wish to make.
I can't help but wonder if that might have been better, because I feel like part of this movie's problem is definitely that it takes itself way too seriously. And yes, I get the subject matter, but I mean, it takes itself seriously to the point of absolute pretension. Oh, let
And
me
now the
guess,
mom sees it
Morse.
for herself.
Let me guess,
There you
Morse code with the lights here.
What the hell
Let me
is
guess,
even
is
going on?
that help me in Morse code? Or is he just turning the light on and off?
No, Dibs. Colin just wants you to be creeped out. That's the
I'm-
basic gist of it. He's using the
No,
Uwe
no,
Boll
no.
style.
He's noticing the audience are bored, so he's doing that to try and wake them up.
This guy, he's a hack. This guy is a hack. Jesus Christ.
Like, I have to say this.
Jovah just said it well. Sorry, Dibs just said it well. Colin, that black comedy thing that you didn't want to make, that was the better approach.
It
Just
definitely was. Also, yes.
Again, why not just film it? Henry didn't think of that, did he? He didn't write that in his special book.
Wait, oh
Yeah,
my god, oh
use
my
one
god,
of
oh my
your
god, guys,
use
guys.
your touch phone that you're using right now.
Oh
That
my-
thing can film video.
Yeah. I mean-
Remember what I've said about smart people versus common sense? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're seeing that here.
Oh no, she's gonna buy into Henry's logic.
No, it's not that, Jovah. She's just calling him to give him an excuse to get away from Christina. Basically, she just literally thought of this on the fly. Don't worry, it's not that yet. But no, I see what you mean, Shiro. I see what you mean. You see what I mean? This movie is at the very least an incredibly fascinating train wreck. You have to admit. Have you seen a bad movie like this ever?
Honestly, though, yeah, I get the thing that the reason that this would have worked better as a dark comedy is the sense like, well, when you have a world that's this bizarre as this one is, it's best to have it be a dark comedy so that you don't end up rubbing people the wrong way. I mean, don't get me wrong, you probably would still end up rubbing some people the wrong way with some of the elements in the film, but having it be a dark comedy would at least have people say, okay, guys, we know this is not really how the world is supposed to work. But with how down-to-earth this movie is, it's sending some mixed messages. Again, why is Henry so selective with pointing out the terrible people? Like, he points out how, yes, the stepfather is terrible, but no mention of Sheila, Sarah Silverman's character, or how his mother may not have been that great a mom. And yes, I get it. Maybe not as bad as the stepfather literally beating his child, but pedophilia is definitely up there with child abuse. Hell, you could consider
It
pedophilia
is
a
child
type of
abuse,
child
Jovah.
abuse.
It is. Yeah. Okay, so there you go,
Wait,
Jovah. He told her in the book to check the safe that the family has, and he left this recording for her.
If you do not choose to accept this message, it will self-destruct in about a minute. Seriously, though, like I said, Henry would make for an amazing supervillain. He's got the monologues, the monotone voice.
But Jovah,
What?
about this recording, this is one of those special recordings.
Yeah, a recording that can predict the fucking future. You'll see.
And
I mean, I should have to do that anyway. You're my blood brother, and I was 12.
Wait.
He left the hospital to record this.
How?
How?
And for the record,
Did
too, back when we did the first commentary, he said, no, this would never happen.
Okay,
It makes no sense.
Okay, so was that scene with the window supposed to imply that he climbed in and out through the window or something? Because the way that window was shot looked like it was at least a few stories up.
You know, for someone who has inoperable brain cancer, he sure is healthy enough to do that.
Not only that, but
We saw him limping, but it's still stupid.
Not
Like,
only that,
Hold on. Jeff, I'm gonna have to interrupt you here because this is great. Just watch this. Fuck off. Hold on. You haven't seen the best yet. Hold on.
Also, I'm pretty sure
I'm
those
sure.
are Apple earphones.
Fuck
how
off, movie.
did we know?
Fuck off, you stupid movie.
Okay.
There you go, Jovah. He's not just a genius, Jovah. He's clearly a supervillain because he can predict the future.
Like
with
I said-
exact accuracy.
But apparently we're supposed to be rooting for him.
I don't. Fuck off,
Yes.
Colin and Greg. You can't do that.
Oh my
That's
God.
just stupid.
Oh my God,
It's not even
guys.
funny. It's just stupid.
Oh my god, guys, she said it. I'm the worst parent ever. Like, I guess when your child is doing all this stuff, maybe you might have messed up with the parenting a bit.
Yep, gee, you think?
A bit.
So, okay. So, what we have now stepped into is essentially a mixture of James Bond and Mission Impossible.
A Nemesis Vanquish.
Oh my god, you know what?
That's the coolest name for a weapon ever.
Oh my god, you know what's sad? Henry is acting more like Artemis Fowl than Artemis Fowl in that god-awful movie. Oh my god. This would have been a better Artemis Fowl movie, goddammit.
You're... what is the... Wait, if it's illegal for civilian use, why do you have it?
So...
To sell it to the
why is it in the
army?
shop? I mean, if he's authorized to use it because he has, like, side jobs or whatever, then fair enough. But why was that thing in the shop?
So, Henry knew that his mother would... So Henry actually knew that his mother would go along with this instead of just going, nope, and turning off the recording.
Exactly.
Also, yeah, I can't... Yeah, that's a... You know, him from beyond the grave. Henry is teaching his mom to be a bloody assassin.
Wait, he's also saying good job. Like, he knew she would mess up a bit. Okay, I have so many questions about this recording. How does he time it right? Is she literally playing this along? Did he, like, plan this hour upon hour? Is she supposed to play at this point? Did he say, stop here, Mom, play here, Mom? Is there a chapter...
Flip over to side B, Mom.
Is there a chapter select on this thing here and there?
That's it. But, well, Jovah, to be honest, I've kind of gotten over the whole Henry knows exactly where she's going to be as he plays the message thing, because I'm more weirded out by the fact that he's teaching her to be a bloody assassin from beyond the grave.
Also, where exactly did he leave this recording on anyway? Her smartphone? When did he... Oh, right. Okay, so they're implying that he pickpocketed her smartphone and did all this on the same night that he was literally going to die.
You told me
Movie, don't try to be heartwarming at this point. We are literally...
Also...
This is a movie about a supervillain as far as I'm concerned. A supervillain who was assaulted by a pedophiliac and is now trying to turn his mother into a cold-blooded killer. Yes, I get it.
Kill the pedophile too, like, along with the child abuser. I mean, they're both child abusers, but, you know...
Oh, look at this. And now Henry's brother is becoming a genius too, I think?
You know, Jovah, about the recording, maybe your theory about his soul is correct. I don't know.
Maybe. So anyway, Shira, you were saying something earlier about the Rotten Tomatoes thing?
I was going to say, because it's an audience review, are they sarcastic? Like, did they... Because this movie, if this movie is something, it's not boring. You know?
Yeah.
So, are they saying they enjoyed it, you know, for the laugh of it? Or did they actually enjoy it? Like, where does that 60% come from?
That is a possibility. It would not be the first time I've seen positive reviews given sarcastically, or more so, complimenting a film for being so bad that it's entertaining. Oh, irony. She's probably going to ask him for gun advice for his own murder. Oh, how clever.
How cute.
How cuddly. Yes, because you'll have a better parent to look after you.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, this is a movie about a supervillain now. Like,
no, that's what I said, Jovah. This is literally we switched gears again. This is literally about murdering Hank from Breaking Bad. That's what this movie is now.
Irony there. But okay.
I'm sorry, Greg. I think I lost track. Which of these movies that you're writing at the same time are we at again?
Look,
Right
Maybe the
now?
mom learned her shooting skills from Gears. I don't know.
look, I get it. The guy is a sack of crap, and yes, should
So
be
what
dealt
you're saying,
with. But
Shiroi... Sorry. Go ahead and finish, Joe.
here's the thing: we can't just go around murdering people all willy nilly. If problems could supposedly be solved by murder, you know what that means? You'd be officially saying that the Purge was right.
You're saying that the Joker was right, basically.
Remember, Jovah, we're not murdering the police commissioner, and that's final.
Except apparently we are now. What the hell?
But yeah, Shiroi. So basically, what you're saying, Shiroi, is that so people are correct. Video games do endorse violence and deeds.
Oh, don't you see?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
yeah, she's been playing her Xbox One.
Clearly, Gears of War causes people to be murderers.
Oh wait,
Well,
wait,
of course it does. It's a dude bro shooter.
wait,
For the
wait.
record, everybody, we're being sarcastic.
Yeah, don't worry.
Whoever says that is a moron.
I get it. The Gears of War tangent. It was supposed to be foreshadowing. See, she plays gunners in games, but now she's gunning for real life.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's not even the correct sniper rifle if you're making her into an actual living gear.
So what is she having him sign here exactly?
His death warrant.
Is it to take the daughter on? Oh, was that adoption papers? Maybe.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
she tricked him into signing adoption papers because guess what, Joe? We talked over it, but Henry also forged adoption papers. So that after Hank died, I know his character is Sickelman, but I just call him Hank from Breaking Bad. So that when Hank dies, Jovah, see, there you go, see, now she's gonna forge his signature into the forged signature adoption papers. Also, that when Hank gets murdered, she can adopt Christina, and there you go, problem solved.
Okay,
How
yeah.
did he not pick this up? He's the police commissioner.
Well, okay. To be fair, she didn't use an actual adoption paper here and there. Apparently, she had him sign something else that was supposedly a thing. Like, okay, basically the the fake sheet was just something that she can trace over, essentially.
Because apparently it's that easy to forge a signature.
But yeah, seriously, Henry's a supervillain. Forgery, pretty much market sabotage here and there, infiltrating the stock market, essentially, twisting it to his own whims and wishes and demands.
All you have to do is throw him a death note.
Yeah. Possible money embezzlement, too. And now forgery. He's a supervillain. Okay.
Yeah,
Shiroi, I'm gonna have to agree with those other people. This is great. This is an amazing case study.
It is. It really is. So Pedro, what exactly was the critic scene? And okay, I know that you mentioned the Rotten Tomatoes score, but I mean, what were like critics all around saying that got you interested in this movie?
Well, it was both the Cinema Snob Midnight Screenings review that he did right after leaving the screen. Basically, what he does is, in case you guys don't know, is right immediately after they leave the theater. Well, not anymore, of course, because now there's pandemic. But right after they leave the theater, they go back to the car, and then they have the camera there in the car, and they shoot that vlog review right in the car right after they left the theater with their fully fresh thoughts. And it's the title Midnight Screenings. And their review really painted a really fun picture. And also I saw Dan Mural, who at the time worked for Fandom Entertainment, and he made his own review of 6 minutes where he basically describes the entire plot, and oh my god, what? And yeah, he does a good job in basically summing up how fucking insane this movie is, and that's what got me curious to check.
Jovah?
Yes?
There is some good news. The actor who plays Henry in this went on to be in Knives Out.
So there's that.
Okay.
So
I still want to see that.
From one guy who was involved in Star Wars to another.
Huh.
In Knives Out, he played that creepy guy who was always on his phone and says all those stupid things.
Wait. How old is the guy playing Henry anyway?
Now he's 18.
Okay.
In here, I'm guessing he's like 14.
50 maybe.
And he's supposed to be like what, a 10-year-old?
12.
Oh. Huh.
Is our original commentary of this still up?
Yes.
I'll have to look at that.
So, Pedro, what was your first viewing of this like? Since you're pretty much the veteran of us now when it comes to this.
Oh, it's great. I was the only person in the theater, and as a result, I could laugh my ass off all the way through, and it was amazing. So,
You know, again, we officially have a case like The Happening. This movie would have been so much better if it had stuck with its dark comedy genre. Like, even without changing the script here and there, this is much more bearable if I take this as a comedy.
that's the thing, Jovah. The Happening never at any point was meant to be a comedy during development. It was always meant to be a serious thriller.
Oh, I know. But that's sort of my point. Like with The Happening, if we were supposed to laugh at this, I think I'd garner it more because this is an insane, complete insane world. Like, I know, it's weird. It's technically grounded in reality, but the details just make this thing nuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Since they bothered to get Maddie Ziegler into this movie, gotta have her use her dance. That's like her one talent at this point.
Well, other than assassin.
I'm talking about Maddie Ziegler. There's not
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Naomi.
Oh, hey, you're here.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I was Naomi Watts right now, I would feel like he's following me everywhere because he keeps showing up
Oh,
very conveniently
don't
where
you
I am.
see? Her son invited him.
Oh, no.
Let me guess. Matchmaking.
And okay.
Okay, seriously. Is the other son now suddenly becoming Henry 2.0? For a guy who says, don't try to be what Henry was, he sure seems to be turning into what Henry was.
This movie.
Awkward. And yeah, they're totally going to become an item because he was stuttering and stammering, because that's what people in love do, right, Roy?
Allow me to remind you, everybody. Yeah, allow me to remind you, everybody. Colin Trevorrow looked at this script and thought, genius! I must make this movie into a reality!
Hey, Trevorrow, the 90s called. They said they want their cliches back.
Well, the script back. This is where it came from. Oh, about Shiori's point earlier about the school principal and that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hang on a sec.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, as I was saying, the whole that principal earlier who pretty much published Henry's allegations of child abuse.
Yes.
Yep.
I can't remember if Shiori said this earlier, but basically, school officials, regardless of rank, you have to report suspicions of child abuse. You can't just brush it off because you think that's he's talking rubbish.
Like,
Well, yeah, she already said that.
yes.
Yeah, I know. I was just checking up to make sure. Got it.
No. Is he actually gonna have her shoot the father during the talent show?
Yes, Joe. But his plan is that it's gonna happen during the festival because since everybody's here, that way she can do it very easily without anybody even knowing it's happening. So there you go,
Yes.
Jovah. We're ready to murder Dean Norris.
It's the perfect crime.
A movie where in the climax Naomi Watts is racing against time to murder Dean Norris. This sounds like
I said,
this is a punchline.
This is more like a James Bond and Mission Impossible thing. Like, I get it. We kill the bad guys in movies like those because, yeah, they actually do need to go. But this, again, lady, you murder this guy and you get caught. This will ruin your entire life. Your son's life, and anyone attached to him, potentially. It could make things even worse for Christina in some way, shape, or form.
Also, Amazing Grace.
Also, interesting thing though. Despite the film's less than stellar reception,
Yes.
it didn't get nominated for a single
which is baffling to me. This is a shoo-in.
I know.
A complete shoo-in. How do you not nominate this bloody thing for the Razzies? It's right.
Yeah.
It's right for it.
Okay, well, in terms of what was nominated for worst movie, yeah, okay. Worst picture was won. Worst picture was won by the Emoji Movie.
Okay, to be fair, yeah, Emoji Movie. Okay, guys.
Well, that's the thing though, Jovah. The worst I've heard about Emoji Movie is that it's just dumb and on. This is bloody aggravating.
I don't have.
And sends off really horrible signals.
Okay. I don't have the time to explain the problems with the Emoji Movie, but I do see where you're coming from. I'll just say this: this should have at least been a contender. Like Emoji Movie or not, this should have at least been a contender. But okay, guys, don't you just love it? Not a serious thing's happening while a more serious thing is happening.
I will agree. I will agree that this movie is definitely much more entertaining than the Emoji Movie.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Anyway, hey Shiroi, guess what? Shiroi?
Mm-hmm.
This movie apparently is suggesting that if you stammer and stutter to the person you're in love with, that means you'll totally fall in love.
Clearly. All right, Jovah, prepare yourself because, believe it or not, we're about to get the moral of this movie.
Is this what made Tio nope out?
Yep.
Wait. I thought the pedophilia scene was what made him nope out. There's something even worse.
No. His degree of nopeness, Jovah, kept rising and rising as the movie went on.
What could be worse than the pedophilia scene?
Well, it depends on on your perspective, Jovah. But let's just say the moral of this movie is so stupid that I don't blame Teo.
Also, how's she luring this guy out?
I think she shot. I think she used the fire shot.
Right.
To attract him into here. I think that's what happened, if I remember correctly.
Also, some form of whistling too.
I think so. Well, whatever. Don't worry. We're almost done. Yeah. There you go. Whistling.
Oh, let me guess. All part of Henry's plan.
Of course, Jovah. Harry died. God, not my name.
Oh
is Harry.
boy,
Like,
Naomi Watts is about to do it, guys. Jesus.
Oh, this. Okay, Jovah. Guess what? We're gonna conclude both the murder plot and the child abuse plot at the same time. First, this one. So yeah, Maddie Ziegler finally gets to show off her dancing. I mean, we brought her to get her in here. Might as well get her to dance, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know what the worst thing is, Pedro?
What?
In spite of all the crazy stuff happening here, at the very least, Colin Trevor, a guy that's Sia.
Oh God, that's right.
I haven't.
Well,
I haven't seen that movie, so I can't comment on that. But yeah, guess what, Joel? Believe it or not, we know how the principal needed quote unquote evidence, even though no, not really. She doesn't, like Shira just said. Yeah, line your body up with the recoil.
Lady, there is just a thing as just saying no. He's your kid. He shouldn't be directing your life like this.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that, Jovah.
Why?
But okay. So the principal now looks at. Okay, hold on.
Oh! Wait, what? Oh no, the Rube Goldberg trap. What? How quirky?
During this murder scene.
Seriously, the music suddenly sounds like it's trying to be quirky.
Tonal consistency? What the fuck is that?
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Remember your training.
Remember your training.
Oh my! Now he. Jesus. Is this the origin story of Ra's al Ghul or something?
Remember your training, do you?
Hey guys.
Anyway.
£1,000 for whoever you think is considered the scrappy on this film's TV tropes page.
There's so many to choose from. It's Henry, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
for being an
Oh.
insufferable control freak of a brat that belittles
Okay,
others.
Oh my god! And of course, the pictures! So, essentially, let me guess, seeing the pictures will remind her that he's her son and he shouldn't be controlling her life like this, and she just says no, because screw this movie.
You see, everybody, here's the moral of the book of Henry. If your child tells you to murder someone, don't do it. Because your son is
Wait,
just a child.
hold on.
Apparently-
Wait, hold on.
apparently-
Did Henry know that she would hesitate because she saw pictures of him?
No, clearly not, as you can see. Yeah.
Well, that's
And I
the,
think this is one to your left.
well, that's
Yeah,
the thing,
this
though.
was one too. Well, I didn't leave, Shira. He just said he really wanted to leave right now.
Oh, because I thought he closed the movie at one point.
Well, that's the thing,
I
though.
don't remember if he did or not. It's been a while.
Fair.
Anyway, that's the thing, though. The
There you
recording.
go.
It
You're
took
just
you
a
till now
child.
to realise that.
So there you go, Joe. Apparently, Greg and Colin thought we needed a movie for this moral.
Again,
We needed a whole movie to tell us this.
okay,
apparently.
guys, keep in mind, she was gonna do it. The only thing that stopped was that she accidentally activated the Rube Goldberg device, which then showed the pictures. So, if she hadn't seen those pictures, she'd have done it in cold blood and everything.
Also, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing on TV tropes, apparently,
Oh.
according to Trevorrow, apparently Trevorrow considers this film a retelling of A New Hope.
What?
Okay, I'll read his quote directly.
Also, oh, sorry, go ahead. No.
Henry was Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he died in the middle, and he left a set of instructions to take out the Death Star where Darth Vader was holding a princess captive, and at the very end, when he had a target in his sights, he had to remember his training, guided by this ghastly voice, and then Han Solo comes with Goldberg machine that gives him the moment, and ultimately the princess saves herself.
But
That makes no sense.
You know, maybe don't admit to the horrible person when you're alone with them.
Not even just that. But by Joe, did you notice the principal running off while she was watching Maddie Ziegler dance? Apparently, Jovah, by watching her dance, that was what finally convinced her to call in social services.
Because...
Remember, not the bruises, the emotions in her dance.
Of course, she interpreted her dance. There's only so many ways I can say this movie is stupid.
Also, Colin, Greg.
Again, why would you tell the guy here? Yeah, give him all the time to prepare for it. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now,
look at me.
He looks legit scared. But why? You've been fine with this before.
You see, this is how mankind made this movie. If anyone wants order in what's the name of this town again? Generic American town. If anyone wants order in generic town, Batman must deliver his mask. Oh, and everybody doesn't. Naomi Watts will kill one person.
Okay.
Oh, man, my word.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
So what? Wait. Why is she still carrying the gun? What is she even gonna do now? Oh, she's throwing it away.
She's eating it. Yeah.
Also, Colin, Greg, when Land Before Time Free has a moral that justifies its existence better than yours, yeah, it's time to turn in your filmmaker cards because you don't deserve them.
Maybe they didn't see that movie.
Remember.
Whoa, okay.
About stranger danger, sharing is caring, and all that crap. This movie manages to have a more unnecessary moral than that. In terms of making a movie, I mean.
What are the stakes now? It seemed like the music was trying to build up suspense, but like, haven't we already...
He's trying to use his brother again.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait, she works that fast? Done.
Oh.
Well, at least the brother is not a complete piece of shit, I guess.
Well, he still kind of is, because the only reason he's selling out his brother is because it's gotten so big that even he could be affected by it. So he's just throwing his brother under the bus.
Oh, okay.
Don't
mind then.
don't tell me he shoots himself to escape.
Obviously.
How can a
Jovah, have
movie?
you seen this movie before?
This movie is unpredictable and predictable in all the ways.
Yeah, you can't even say a specific way. It's just all the way.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Dwebs, Jovah wasn't even able to put it to pedophilia. So.
Bang. Bang. There we go.
There you go.
And that is the end. And let me guess, now Christina moves in with them.
Well, remember, she forged the fucking adoption paper.
And
so
of course,
yes.
and of course, this is all happening during the talent show. And now for my magic trick. Right after we just saw a guy shoot himself.
Tone! Tone is an amazing thing, but fuck Tone. I'm not gonna have Tone in this movie.
Holy cow. Oh, but where's the mother to see her son's magic act? Oh, right, the kid's name is Peter. Don't tell me she's gonna show up in the box. Oh, that. Woo!
I guess I'm supposed to have an emotion here, but I don't want to.
Am I supposed to care about this or something? Because, I'm
Is that
just...
supposed to be the book shredded or something? Like, what is this?
Now remember, Shiro, it's a reference to that snow thingy that Henry did with the plungers.
So, again, is Peter just becoming Henry 2.0? Like, now he's brilliant too?
There's not even a connection to it. Like, okay, I get it. It's a reference to that, but you didn't really.
Oh, but don't you see, guys? He's happy because his mother was there.
Fuck, you're all terrible people.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Lady, you missed your son's talent show to try and murder a guy. That's like, That's
the worst reason to ever abandon.
You spend more time playing video games than parenting. You bring an alcoholic pedophile to hang around your children. You go and kill a guy at the instructions of your son, your dead son.
who you seem to care more about than your actual living son.
Again, what the fuck is this movie? What the fuck is this movie, Dwebs? What is it?
Oh, wait.
A movie made by insane people.
It's funny is what it is.
So
you agree that Colin is an insane person?
Okay. So I'm
Also
guessing.
got insane after.
So, question: is this scene supposed to be sad because it's revealed that the crap dad?
Yay! No more child abuse.
So, does this mean he gets away with his crimes or whatnot? Since technically
He's dead. They can't punish him. So he technically got away with it.
Not just that. Allow me to remind you, Jovah. The mom gets away with everything. Remember, she also is a criminal. She forged adoption papers.
But Pedro, she didn't go through with it all. Now it can be done legally because conveniently the stepdad shot himself.
No. Well, no, Jovah. That's the thing. They don't establish anything about her doing it properly. They just have her. No, there we go. Now she's adopted.
Well,
okay. If she tore off the fake papers and did it properly, the movie clearly doesn't establish that.
Well, okay. My guess is that. Oh, hey, pedophiliac.
Oh, hey guys. I love how the tit.
I
love how the I love how the titular book of Henry had absolutely to do at the end.
Burn it! Just burn the book. Please put an end to it.
There you go, Jovah.
The book's been useless.
Choose me or your pyre. Be mine or you will burn.
Wait. So it was on a tape, but wait, I thought it was implied that this was mainly on a smartphone. I mean, sure. Okay, yes, you can convert it to smartphone and all that, but really?
You left a tape in the safe, yeah. That's what you took out of the safe.
Whatever,
guess...
Jovah. The movie doesn't give a crap. Why should we?
Oh, and look at this. And now she can read to them and be a proper mother for the two of them.
Again, sure. Do you know? What
So,
the fuck is this movie?
No, I don't.
So what you're telling me is that we had this cockamania plot that ended up getting solved because the principal interpreted Maddie Ziegler's dance?
Not just that, Jovah. Did you know, by the way, that if a child tells you to kill someone, you should not do it?
So what about all the money? So what about all the money in that account now? Like, it seems like he set them up pretty good.
Gee, Greg, I cannot possibly imagine why you had so much trouble pitching this script to an executive.
Okay.
I mean,
I love it.
We don't know what it was like in its black comedy sense, though.
There was an extract from an interview that cinematic excrement showed in his review of the movie, where the writer said he had a hard managing the movie's tone.
Yeah, that.
Well, clearly.
Okay, but yeah. I'm gonna agree with Shura here. The premise of this and how it's solved feels like something out of a black comedy, but this isn't a dark comedy. Like, I really do feel like this would have been much better done as a dark comedy, because in a dark comedy, I have an easier time buying that a mother would be this dumb or oblivious to her child's obvious psychopathic tendencies. So, who even was the star of this movie anyway? Not Henry. He pretty much died on the
Naomi Watts, I guess, and that's it.
The book.
Is there an after credit scene?
No. As if Nick Fury's gonna ask any.
Remember, Dwebs. That's why Colin was taking off Star Wars. Nick Fury looked at this and thought, "Nah, I'm not inviting anybody from here. Fuck that."
Wow. I mean, wow. Okay, look. If it weren't for this movie being so bad it's entertaining, I would be absolutely off my rocker mad with this. This is a special case. It's that movie it's the kind of movie that makes you furious 1 second, but then has you laughing out of your seat and onto the floor another. It's like it crosses the line twice. It crosses the line to this, but then it crosses it over into that territory of so bad it's good. Okay. Let me rephrase. Not so bad it's good, because pedophilia and pedophilia that is never addressed, mind you. Like, if you're gonna have pedophilia, do something with it. Like, if you just have pedophilia for that one scene, what the hell? I then have to question if that was somebody's fetish. And in which case, that person needs to be deeply looked into with Chris Hansen.
Alright, can I give a final thought?
What even is this song?
It's a song.
Go ahead, Wes.
Yeah, okay. This movie is completely insane.
Would you say it's better or worse for you than the first time you watched it?
About the same.
Okay.
It's completely realistic. I mean, a movie being unrealistic, yeah, was a shock. But I meant to the way that not even suspension.
I think you mean unbelievable.
Yeah. It's completely unbelievable. There's so many things wrong here. Henry's unbearable. His sudden brain cancer and dying halfway through him teaching his mum how to become the best assassin.
And I really hope he didn't influence his brother from beyond the grave, because seriously, his brother was basically becoming Henry 2.0 by the end of the movie.
Also, there's all the weird anachronisms, Stuart, wherein got old tape recorders, old-fashioned Polaroid cameras, and payphones. Yet we have Xbox Ones and iMacs
And smartphones.
and iPhones. So iPads, sorry.
Oh, yes, courtesy of the United States Post Office. How nice.
Also, Jovah, isn't it a bit weird how Apple won't let people let characters use their products if they're the guys? Yeah, they let Henry use one.
But that's apparently Henry is not the villain of the story, even though the moral is that his mother shouldn't take everything he says for granted. So, even more mixed
Apple,
messages.
Apple, you kind of got your wires crossed here.
I
You say don't let villains use our product in a movie, and yet you're perfectly okay with Henry, a guy who would later go on to instruct his mum how to kill somebody.
And this is after committing forgery, fraud, theft, and money embezzlement on the stock market. Like, as far as I'm concerned, kid's a supervillain. He's more Artemis Fowl than the movie Artemis Fowl.
Maybe they should have cast this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably wouldn't have fixed the script, but you know. Anyway, I mean, Michael Giacchino's score was okay, and the actors did a good job considering working with an insane bunch of ramblings, which is called a script.
This movie had a script.
Yeah.
This movie feels like it's like 5 scripts mangled together.
Yeah, and again, why did Trevor want to make this movie?
That's the thing, Debs. According to him in interviews, he loved it. He thought this would make a great movie.
I mean, that's the thing. That'd be like if after Mission Impossible 3, J.J. Abrams went to direct a movie about the wonders, joy of slavery.
It feels like this movie wanted to be part Kubrick film, part Martin Scorsese film, and then suddenly Steven Spielberg at his most glamorous.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't think even Spielberg touched this.
No, he wouldn't. He has the common sense not to, for all his flaws.
Yeah, even Ready Player One, as dumb as that is, that's just dumb.
Ready Player One at worst is boring. This is like... Okay, if making terrible things was an art, this would be the Mona Lisa of that.
I will say, however, that I don't know about Shiroi, but I personally would definitely prefer watching this still over Ready Player One, because Ready Player One, like Jovah said, is boring. There's one thing this movie is not, is boring. This movie is amazing.
Well, okay, tell me, Pedro, how else can you describe a film that throws pedophilia into the crosshairs of a child prodigy's coming-of-age story, granting his intellectual genius the moral authority for a vigilante license to kill, then drops it in a terminal illness for good measure and expects you to embrace it with all the warmth and nostalgia of a family Hallmark postcard?
Jovah. It's like Dan Murrell said in his review for Fandom Entertainment. The Book of Henry paints a picture, and that picture is of an obese, insane clown.
I'm sorry.
It's technically a piece of art. You can put it on your wall, I guess, but it's not really something that I think I want to look at. And I don't think I want to look at ever again.
Jovah, when you throw all the plots out in the condensed way that you just did, it's somehow far more bizarre.
I know, right? Yeah. This is the movie that keeps on giving.
And that was
this is basically...
Like I said, when you have all this bizarre stuff... Sorry, yeah, go on.
Yeah, to wrap up my final thoughts, this movie is just complete insanity from start to finish. I have no idea what anyone was thinking when they made this. I don't know how the script was even touched up upon or improved in the 19 years it was. But then adding Xbox Ones and iMacs, and I mean, seriously, again, I was stressing. this is what Trevorrow chose to follow upon with Jurassic from Jurassic World, a movie about an insane maniac teaches his mom to become an insane maniac, and to try to save someone he likes from an insane maniac. You might as well call this movie "Insane Maniacs: The Movie."
And let me remind you that it's a family film.
Yeah, yeah. What was this
This is
film
about as much a
rated?
family film as Son of Mask.
What was
This
this?
film was rated PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13 because they only said the F word once.
Yeah. All right. I'm done. I'm gonna have to go and rinse my head.
Yeah.
Sure, Roy, you
Alright,
go next.
Well, actually, Jovah, if you allow me, I have the perfect way to segue into your final thoughts, especially
Oh.
considering you're the newcomer and everything. So, Jovah, did I tell you or did I tell you?
Well, yes, you did tell me, Pedro, because holy cow, like, I'm trying to wonder if this is legit the worst movie, if not the worst thing we've commentated on this channel, because,
Nah, it's not.
okay.
Okay. You can argue it's the more insulting and offensive and dangerous because of the whole pedophilia thing and all that shit. But in terms of just as a movie in general, I'll still take this over other movies that we've.
I don't know. Baby Geniuses was worse for me.
Yeah, there you go. There's one.
Oh,
That one also had some equally problematic shit going on in it. So
yes.
Unlike
Like babies literally.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. That movie had babies having sex in it.
And unlike this movie, Baby Geniuses was not entertaining.
Oh,
for the record, audience, they don't show that in the movie, but it's heavily implied. Like, just...
yeah.
Carry on.
This movie is so
Okay, I guess it's technically a movie. Technically.
You know what this would have been? It would have worked much better as an anthology of stories here and there. Like, talking about how, yes, life can be crap here and there, but there should be proper ways to deal with it. Let me reiterate here. The way pretty much all problems are solved is by a Rube Goldberg machine showing a mother some pictures and a principal interpreting abuse from Maddie Ziegler's dance. Despite every other thing, so she says she needs evidence, so people coming to you about this, telling you about it, is not call for concern, but a dance. A dance. And look, I'm not going to act like it was a bad dance, but really? What did you interpret it? From the look on her face that could possibly have come from being stressed out of dancing in front of people? The precision of her steps, which could have just come from practice here? Like, you want to talk about evidence being hard to find? I think evidence is harder to find in a dance unless she was tap dancing Morse code. Somebody help save me from my crazy father.
I also love how apparently the child assistant or a social assistant or whatever she was asked to see Christina alone, because apparently that one person in this movie can actually look for bruises. Nobody else knows how to look for bruises, apparently.
Good Lord, God Almighty. And again, that pedophilia scene. You really do give the inkling that that's somebody's fetish, because I can't think of any reason for that to be in and not be addressed. And like I said, yeah, maybe it's supposed to be a point because he's a child, but Henry's a hypocrite. He is definitely very selective with his judgment, you know, like a supervillain would be. Like, were we supposed to hate him? Apparently not. Ugh, he screams designated hero, if even that, because, like you said, he dies this early on here and there. And look, that's not to say that he can't leave an impact. Like, as was mentioned in the comparison to A New Hope, yeah, Obi-Wan is a key player, but he dies, like, midway through the first film, or whatnot here and there. However, he still does maintain a role here and there. That said, though, whereas he was speaking to Luke via the Force, Henry apparently was able to foretell the future, right down to when his mother would hesitate and pretty much urge her on to try and kill him. But apparently he didn't record anything further through that, because literally the last thing we hear is him urging her to kill him, saying, "Do it now!" and then there's nothing after that.
Okay, Jovah, now go to your right. No, Jovah, your other right.
But wait, I was looking to my right, so what is that
the other
supposed to
right.
mean?
But see, I also put it as you would say exactly what you just said right now. So it's the other right, actually. See, I made a mistake when I the first bit of recording. But so instead of re-recording my mistake, instead I just figured I would correct my mistake in the same recording because I'm awesome like that, I guess.
Again, have this be a world like Kingsman. Okay, that's the thing. This world arguably becomes more crazier than Kingsman does by the end of this film. And that is not an easy feat to make, because Kingsman is a pretty wacky world. Especially in the sequel, goddammit.
That's not so great. This movie's so easy to make fun of.
Oh, it is. Like, again, amazingly, normally I thought I would just be furious with it by the end, and a part of me still is, but in a way, I find myself more so laughing at it. Like, here is this movie that so desperately wants to be taken seriously, like it's going to be the latest coming-of-age story, and you have all this silly crap going on here. All this feel-good nonsense in there. And look at that, guys. Everything turned out hunky-dory because Christina's dad killed himself. Like, how does Christina feel about this? Is she sad? Is she distraught? Is she happy? Is she
Christina's
dancing?
not a character. You see what I mean about Christina? She has, like, what, 5 lines in this movie?
Hey, you know...
She's not a character. She's a MacGuffin.
Wasn't she
basically
supposed to be sort of the focal point character who a lot of this is revolving around?
Well, yeah, remember, most of this movie is all about saving her from her stepfather. So, yeah.
So, it's like her role in music, where she's supposed to be the title character, yet she's more of a plot device than an actual character in that, too.
So, is this Maddie's curse in movies?
Is it, Shiroy?
I don't know. I haven't seen music, and I don't plan on it.
Oh, God, like, that... I have not seen it yet. I've just been watching the reviews for it.
Okay.
But...
if you're gonna see it, don't watch it legitimately.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. If we do see it... Huh?
Here's the best way of watching this movie, and I'm assuming music as well. Get a bunch of friends, get some drinks, just get drunk and watch this.
Well, from what I've heard, the best way to see music is to just not, because do not support Sia's terribleness, but maybe it's a fun movie to make fun of. I'll just have to...
It's not, unlike this, that's not a movie you can make fun of. That is a movie that is actually dangerous.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine.
Well,
I won't say any more on commentary.
Sure. Still, get some drinks, get a bunch of friends, and just fucking watch this.
But yeah, this movie...
this movie. Get drunk and watch this, by all means.
Okay, look, I'll just say this movie is not good, by any means. There is... Yeah, even with some of our worst stuff, even with Baby Geniuses, I could say that there was at least one thing that actually did legit work out. In this movie, no. I can't think of a single thing that worked, like anything. The plot didn't work, the character development didn't work, the characters themselves definitely do not function on any coherent level here and there. Like, nothing in this movie works.
But Jovah, what about the also-important moral that the entire world needed to be enlightened on?
To just, nut up and tell Child Protective Services what's going on?
Not just that. If a kid tells you to murder, don't.
Oh, yeah.
That's what baffles me the most. We apparently needed a movie to tell us this, according to Colin.
Again, okay. Stuff like this would have worked better in a black comedy, because then the idea would be that this particular world, is so stupid that they do need that. At least that's what I assume would have been the context in the dark comedy. I mean, granted, for all I know, the dark comedy may have been bad here, but this is definitely a movie that would have worked better as a comedy. But we're supposed to take this seriously.
No, the movie says all this crap without a single hint of irony.
Yeah.
Like, the movie there's not a single... You cannot even make that argument. Even if it was meant to be a black comedy at first, it clearly is not anymore.
Oh, definitely not. Henry, for what he's worth here, when he was on screen, I didn't like the kid. Found him bratty, pretentious and whatnot, and borderline psychopath.
which kind of makes basically which basically destroys the whole movie.
That's
like,
the thing on it. Okay, so here's the thing. The movie says that he's her child, yeah. The movie never points out the more obvious thing, though. He's insane. Like, I feel like the movie would have done a good job if it had explained that, yeah, Henry was kind of a psychopath, good intentions or not.
Yeah, the one thing uniting all of these mangled plots together is Henry, meaning all these plots depend horribly on us being invested in Henry's character. And since that fails, the whole movie fails.
And again, what was up with that pedophilia scene?
I guess Greg and Colin thought it would be, again, like me.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Like me and Dweb said, maybe they saw Dr. House and maybe they felt like they could do something similar. The problem is that
Dr. House did something with that, though.
Not going to get into specifics, but let's just say Dr. House created a specific context where I can still understand why someone would be bothered by it, but I will argue at the very least they created a context where at the very least there's some actual logic for this, at the very least, even if you don't necessarily agree with it.
Again, this scene literally comes and goes, but it's in there. Pedophilia is officially part of your story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Get this here.
Oh, boy. That said, I can see why Tio would nope out of doing this again, given his own profession, and also, this or that here and there. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you aren't watching this for the laughs and you legit want a good time, you are going to be terribly, terribly disappointed here.
Oh no, I went in it for the laughs because I already knew what was gonna happen, and I wasn't disappointed.
Like, and this movie tries to address some serious issues, but again, in such nonsensical ways. It's like it's like the script was written by a 10-year-old or something.
There you go, Jovah. See, a 12-year-old wrote this clearly.
This is one of those movies that honestly, I could see interesting stories about how it was made being better than the actual story itself. Because seriously, I
would love to be in the behind the scenes. Not just that, Jovah. I don't know about you. I would love to be in the behind the scenes for this movie. I would love to see the insanity that must have gone behind the camera. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Hell. I want to know what happened when Colin pitched this to Universal. Hey guys, I want to turn this into a movie. What is it about? It's about pedophilia, Naomi Watts carrying Dean Norris, but it's okay because that kid who recorded a tape and wrote a book tells her to do it, but she decides no because he's not a child. Because he's a child. That's my story.
Like, seriously though, the absolute insanity. Either that or they never read the script and assumed that, oh, this guy brought us gold with Jurassic World. He's sure to do great with this smaller picture here. Oh.
This movie is Colin's Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, basically. And not only that, it has cost him dearly because he lost out on Star Wars due to this by the looks of this. Well, this and the combination of Fallen Kingdom apparently, but still.
Yeah, both this and Fallen Kingdom, basically, what little goodwill he generated with the first Jurassic World, he pretty much lost it at this point.
Wow, like that in and of itself is kind of sad, because I believe he does have potential in him, but I'm sorry, when you make stinkers like this, there needs to be some explanation if you want to get work again. And okay, technically he did get it with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, but given how that one made noticeably less money than Jurassic World, well, I'll just say this.
Well, he's still getting his third movie. We'll have to see after that.
That movie's gonna need to be freaking amazing to patch things up for him, but like,
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
The Book of Henry, but from what you tell me, Pedro, this was supposed to be his magnum opus. This was his big passion project, whereas Jurassic World is his studio movie that he made to pay the bills. This was his big passion movie that he was really passionate about making. Why? Like, what even about it? Okay, maybe he had some interconnection with it. I would question how somebody has interconnection with a story about their kid telling them to murder someone, but, not everyone's the same.
Fallen Kingdom made $1.3 billion, so yeah, it was a humongous success.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I just said that it made noticeably less money than Jurassic World.
Let me see.
Because
box office for the first Jurassic World 1.67. So yeah, it did make 60 less million basically than the first one.
But yeah, back
It's
to
not like a huge margin, but it is a significant enough drop. It is.
But yeah, it's like I really am wondering. This is legit a baffling mystery of a film to me. How it was made, and okay. If there's one thing I will give credit to, the actors are definitely giving it their all here. Like it's a terrible, terrible script, but it does feel like every actor is giving it their all for this.
Oh no, the actors are not the problem. The script is.
Like, that said, though, I don't think anyone could have made this script work with the way it is written.
No. Like, if someone presented me this script, I'm sorry, but I would have to agree with all the executives that denied Greg over the years. Nope.
Back into the box it goes.
I'm not touching that. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole. Please go away.
I think as soon as I came to the pedophilia scene and saw that that's never brought up again, I would say, okay, maybe we should think about doing some cuts at the very least.
My immediate gut reaction would be, wow, this is a great prank, Greg. Now where's the real script?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Book of Henry. I'm still a bit befuddled as to what to make of it. But by God, was it terrible.
Oh, definitely.
It was terribly entertaining, but still
gloriously terrible. It was gloriously terrible.
Definitely. Like, if ever there's a film that's going to go to the wonderful Valhalla of so bad it's entertaining, this movie is going right up there.
No, it's the same thing as that Beanstalk movie, that Jack and the Beanstalk movie me and Dweb saw, Jovah. This movie is way too insane to be boring.
I know, right? Like, heck, like I said, that take on Jack and the Beanstalk may still be my most favorite take on Jack and the Beanstalk, just for how insane it is. But yeah, that was Book of Henry. What the hell did I just watch?
I don't know.
Shiroi.
All right. Well, that was a movie.
Technically. But only technically. It technically counts as a movie, but we usually don't bring it up as one.
Money was given to this film.
Cameras were used to make it, I guess.
Trees were cut down for the paper that was used for this.
Yes.
That stupid fucking book that we burnt at the end. I hope the trees were worth it, Hollywood.
See, this is why we need someone like Captain Planet to stop terrible stuff like this happening.
This is a crime on climate. I hate this movie. Okay, I still stand by it.
I cannot hate it. I just cannot.
But Pedro,
I still stand by that it's better than Baby Geniuses, though.
But Pedro, as this movie told us, sometimes you just need to say no.
I know. It's just that
there are better ways to teach that moral. But
it's just too entertaining. I can't bring myself to hate it. It's look. Should I put it best in our Final Fantasy VIII playthrough, Jovah? That's why I can't really hate it. It's fun.
It's the perfect mixture of madness and insanity to the point where, yeah, for all the terrible stuff it does, you cannot say it left you bored.
Go ahead, continue.
This oh boy, I don't know what type of movie this is. A lot happened. It's like watching one of our soaps. Like I'm not sure if Dwibs will agree, but yeah, it's kind of like the plot switching is pretty much like that.
Is this what happens? We literally go from child abuse to brain cancer in the span of 2 minutes?
Probably, yeah.
Damn, even my soaps don't do that.
They like to jump around before. Anyway, can't really say much about the music because the soundtrack's pretty minimal, actually. It's the most inoffensive thing about the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would kind of be impossible for them to make a soundtrack that could offend people, too.
We've already discussed the pedophilia aspect. Gross. Didn't need to be there. Arguably, even if this was a dark comedy, that didn't need to be there.
I'm sure that'll be great for Sarah Silverman's resume. I played that pedophilia in Book of Henry. Hire me.
I have to wonder how some actors write, like, you know, CVs and stuff. Like, how do you explain this?
If I was an actor who got pitched this character, I would immediately phone my agent and say, "Dude, are you trying to ruin my career?"
I mean, okay, from what I've seen, this movie definitely ruined Maddie Ziegler's career and potentially some other actors' careers involved in this.
But anyway, I lost track of what I wanted to say.
You're talking
about how this movie is
pedophilia. You're talking about how the pedophilia is wrong and all that.
Yeah, that's gross. It's terrible. Child abuse, brain cancer, interpretive dance, exposing said child abuse.
Through interpretive dance.
You sure, when you start summing it up like that, you make the whole thing sound kind of stupid.
Wait, guys, maybe the
I
real
think Jovah put it best.
maybe the real moral is that we need to solve everything through interpretive dance.
You see, this is fun, isn't it?
I know.
Honestly, Jovah, if I could solve all my problems through interpretive dance, I legit would. Anyway, it's so much easier than how you have to solve your problems.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that I had to watch this again, despite all the garbage that's in it, because it's just so funny. And okay, I know what I wanted to say. I'm used to watching things where the time period is a bit, sort of muddied, because Dwibs mentioned series of unfortunate events, and I think to an extent Leighton is pretty ambiguous with its exact time period, but
it definitely gets weird when you take into account the Ace Attorney stuff as well, because that's more modern city and Leighton is more old-fashioned. But yeah, I see your point.
Although, to be fair, that series still thinks we're using flip phones in this year, so
Okay. The crossover, of course, is where the primary issues of that usually come into play, when that crossover established that both series take place in the same universe. Before the crossover, though, the Leighton series clearly was going for the classic old England from the time, as a reference to stuff like Hercule Poirot and Murder Show, like that old-fashioned British show aesthetic. That, like, it was old times and stuff like that. It was only when the crossover came up that it started getting a bit iffy with that.
Maybe London really is that behind the times.
There were a few more futuristic things in plots like Ezra and Legacy or Lost Future, but
well, technically, Azure Legacy came out after the cross, because remember, in Japan, the crossover came before Azure Legacy, so the crossover was the first one to shit the bed on that.
But anyway, the point is, I have no issue with this kind of setting, but with this movie, it's just completely nonsensical. Like,
yep.
You have things that just wouldn't exist to get. It's not even ambiguous. It's like, I'm not sure if it was Jovah who suggested it, but yeah, did Henry make a time machine? Because
yeah, I was the one who suggested it, because that's the only way to explain all this weird stuff from I don't know where here and there.
It's just not done very well. And also, this movie could have been over so quickly if the two people who saw the abuse through the window filmed it. You knew it was going on. You knew you could see it, and none of you filmed it.
And that's the thing. We don't even see the smartphone until like near the end of the movie. So for all we knew, maybe smartphones didn't exist. But no, wait, they do. And you're telling
we have iPads and Macs in this movie, and Xbox Ones with gears on it.
But guys, if we did that, there would be no story, basically.
Okay, you know what? There are ways to do this without having your characters being stupid. After Henry was touted as being a genius, which is a movie, is he a genius or is he not? Oh, was the brain damage supposedly doing something bad to him? Well, gee, you wouldn't have been able to tell me because he was able to walk around on the night that he died and plan out this stupid plan.
To a T, even when, including mistakes that he thought his mother would make. And honestly, okay, the only one I'll give a pass to is him considering the fact that she might hesitate. Like, that one is fair, but how specific they go with everything, it's bullshit.
Go to your right, Mom. No, you're
right.
Fuck you, movie.
And also saying, do it now, take the shot, as though he's right there.
Yeah, seriously, that was just ridiculous.
Backtracking quite a little bit, the pedophile gets off scot-free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, are there not hospital, like, I'll have to ask Tio maybe, but like, are there not cameras in hospitals?
Oh, there would absolutely
No, I mean,
be
like,
cameras.
in patient bedrooms. Like, are there cameras in patient bedrooms?
There
Okay.
are.
Sure. In case the patient has some kind of, seizure or whatever, someone needs to have some kind of way of knowing immediately.
But isn't that what the machines do with the sirens and everything?
Well, no.
So that's what that did.
Well, okay.
But in any case, there are probably cameras in there, is the point, right?
That makes sense.
Nobody saw this?
Yeah. Well,
the door was open when she was in there. Nobody walked past and saw her touching a child's face and kissing him on the lips.
This is apparently the same hospital that somehow let its patient, and mind you, its patient who was on his deathbed, get out of the hospital, roam around town and everything. Just what the hell?
No one was at reception. He was limping. But anyway, yes, Pedro.
Okay. If I remember correctly, Shiro, and keep in mind I'm using House MD / Dr. House as a base, so of course, but that's the best I know.
Okay.
In that show, the patient rooms.
I'll let Pedro finish.
Because in that show, the patient's rooms have cameras. The only place that doesn't have a camera is
like the back room or something.
The back room where they do operations, or even the morgue and stuff like that. And that's fair because usually there's not that much going on in there anyway.
Okay, to answer your question, Troy, I looked it up. Because there are safety issues at hand, hospitals are allowed to install security cameras in patients' rooms. Fujitsu even developed
It must have been broken that hour.
Yeah. Fujitsu even developed a camera that can recognize when a patient sits up or even has a restless night's sleep as well.
Here's what happened. Henry is a genius. So
hacked into them from the iPad the doctor gave him.
Oh, yeah. Poor the film that's probably a deleted scene from the film. Oh god.
But we can't review what it was supposed to be. We have to review what it is, unfortunately.
Sure. Deleted scene or not, that would have still been stupid. Bonkers stupid. That just would have filled a plot hole with nonsense. So it was kind of a lose-lose situation.
We're shoveling shit either way.
We're gonna need a bigger shovel.
But why did it take the mother half a movie, literally half a movie, to turn around and think, maybe I shouldn't murder somebody just because my child told me to?
Because she needed to have the Rube Goldberg device somehow work because she accidentally activated it and show her pictures of Henry starting from his birth to remind her that, hey, he was a baby who came out of your uterus. He's your child. You kind of hold rank over him.
And all of this happened because she accidentally bumped into it.
Again. If she hadn't accidentally bumped into it, she would have taken the shot. She would have been a murderer. Killed that man.
And then she would have been arrested. The guy would have been dead. And Maddie's character, would have been orphaned.
Yeah, I mean, she's orphaned either way. But hey, now the mother was there to adopt her. So it's a happy ending.
By the way, I murdered your stepfather.
Again, Greg, I couldn't possibly fathom why the hell executives wouldn't greenlight your script.
Apparently the executives in the 90s had more sense than the executives of 2015.
I think the only genuine compliment I can give to this movie, aside from the music, because again, it's inoffensive, is that it's not boring. Like it's not enjoyable for any good reason, but it's not boring.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've said before, I'd rather feel something than nothing.
I dare you
And
to get
this
bored
movie
with this movie.
enlists a lot of emotion in me.
Oh, yeah, it does. It most certainly
Yes.
does.
It's like watching a clown slip on a banana peel. Like
No,
It's funny every time.
No, Pedro. This is like watching a clown slip on a banana peel down 500 flights of stairs, down into a shark pool, where he has to comedically swim as the shark is biting at him. Like, you're constantly in fear of him dying, but you can't help but laugh at his misfortune as he somehow manages to scrape it out alive, only to then have something else threaten his life in a comedic fashion.
Yep.
But anyway, I think I'm done with these final thoughts. Get this movie, I guess. Like Pedro said, get drunk and watch this movie because you might have a
Oh no, this is
decent
perfect for
time.
this is perfect for drunk bad movie nights.
Just one
Yeah,
question.
go ahead.
Just one question, Shiroy.
You know what you should do, Shiroy? You should, since you like doing that with Alice, you should pick this to watch with Alice.
I probably should.
So, Shiroy, one question.
Just because I love hearing people's first reactions to this. Just do what I did with Jovah today. Don't spoil anything for her.
Yeah.
Just tell her, look, we're gonna watch this, and she's gonna ask you, "What movie is this?" No, I'm not gonna tell you. You have to watch it blind.
I certainly can see why you were excited to see my initial thoughts on this. Like, yeah, so...
Like I said, Jovah, did I tell you or did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me. So, Shiroy, better or worse than the first time you saw this?
Better. I honestly don't remember my impressions the first time around. I don't even think I was really paying attention all that much.
Unlike the first time, Jovah, she already knew the crap that was coming.
Sure,
as a result,
yeah.
I was here waiting for you to react to this. I'm so sorry.
No, you know what? I totally get it. Like, this reminds me of when I saw you guys' original commentary of the movie. I didn't know the context. I just listened to your reactions.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh boy, it was something special. And now you have this one to compare to that original one. Okay.
But yes, like I said, I'm done.
Pedro.
Go ahead, Jovah. Sorry, Pedro.
There's not that much I can say that hasn't already been said. This movie is a glorious train wreck. I
wonder if Trainwreck may be...
I'm sorry, I just can't look away. I just cannot.
I actually wonder if Trainwreck might be too light a term for this.
It's still beautiful, though.
Oh, no.
This is
I
a
agree.
beautiful disaster.
Yes, like, holy cow.
This is a work of art. A work of terrible performance art. Like seriously, if okay, here's the thing. The only way Colin Trevorrow could have been redeemed for this movie is if he came on public and said, "By the way, I was secretly pulling this leg on you. I just made this just for the lulz because the studio allowed me to."
Wow.
Like that's the only way Colin could have been redeemed for making this. Sadly, he did not do that. He still stands by his work with this, and well. You be you, Colin, I guess. Yeah. What else? I don't really have that much to say that hasn't been said. This movie is absolutely atrocious. It makes no sense. The tone is all over the freaking place, and this literally feels like they had 5 scripts and they mangled it together. And as a result, you just feel like you've just watched 3 different movies. I don't even understand. Like, seriously, how the hell someone writes this and thinks, "Yep, this is good. I see nothing wrong here." Okay, that was the Book of Airy Generations. Hope you enjoyed it, and that will probably be the last time we do it because Theo doesn't want to touch this ever again.
Maybe someday if we get Deji involved.
Who knows? Why not? Okay, so, guys, from an unintentional comedy, why do you guys say we jump to an intentional comedy?
Is it a good one?
Shira, question.
Yes?
What if I told you that once upon a time, Captain America was a high school student who liked banging hot chicks?
I would not believe you.
You obviously haven't seen Fantastic Four, then.
Yeah. Basically, everybody, we've already commented it on She's All That. Next time, I'm going to bring you a nice counterpart. 2001's parody movie that's literally called Not Another Teen Movie, where Chris Evans
Oh boy.
where Chris Evans plays not Freddie Prinze Jr. basically.
Oh.
Yeah, this was before he got popular, let's say. I don't know how he looks back on this movie at this point, but hey, I like him in it. I mean, I like Chris Evans in general, so great. All right, everybody, tune in for Not Another. Oh, and did I mention that Princess Elise from Sonic 06 is in it?
Also
The
formerly Meg
crossover
from Family Guy.
The crossover we always needed.
Yeah, that's the thing, Shiro. To me, Mila Kunis will always be Meg. I mean, nothing against Lacey, but Mila Kunis is such a much better Meg.
Fair.
And she's a more charismatic actress in general, if you ask me. But anyway, tune in for Not Another Teen Movie, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.